Oilers' sixth game of a 7-game road trip. One more to go against the Panthers. Trough in front. Rebound is there. Taken by McDavid. Here's Draisaitl in front. Score! It's the Oilers strike first. And boy, did Trent Frederic need that.
Did the Oilers need that? They have had slow starts. Was critical for the Oilers, and they had been on their heels for the first minute and a half, and instead they come out of the zone, and only the second line has come out here. They've only had one shift, but I love the anticipation there by Leon Draisaitl. He gets the puck in. You can see he doesn't go in really hard. He just reads the play, understands.
Zone entry, piece of cake as usual. Goes to Draisaitl. The right circle is his home. Bouchard with the blast, saved by Vasilevsky. Trent Frederic, second of the year, has given Edmonton a 1-0 lead. Here comes McDavid, full flight to the net. Backhander, save, rebound, just wide from Hyman. The pass-off pad, POP from McDavid there. Room in the slot. Here's McDavid in front. Again, looking for Hyman. That's the boy. Beautiful pass to Henrique, who's out there with Frederic again. Henrique, shot saved by Vasilevsky. He's been busy early. McDavid is flying tonight. He split the D, save Vasilevsky. Bouchard blocked in front. Squirts to Vasilevsky, who covers up and gets the timeout. Radish now has to deal with Hyman. He brings so much to this team. Here's Darnell Nurse. Nurse to the net. Save, it's free. Vasilevsky finally pokes it out of danger. And the Oilers were able to get it out of trouble. Back come the Lightning. Now Japani, Podkolzin enters his own. Backhander saved by Vasilevsky. So that pair of Shaw-Edward Dastu.
Even after that 9-1 beating they took to Colorado, everyone expected them to come out hot.
Wallman hit hard, slowly getting up. Radish, nice save by Pickard with the blocker. Mentioned point off to a slow start, just 3 goals. Here's a chance for him to feel good like Frederic did with his second of the year. There he is, saved by Pickard.
They understand it. I mean, that the secret doesn't stay. For very long, and that's typically what has opened up Gensel down low. But right there, Gensel does a good job coming out, finding that space, and then look at point. It's a perfect little 10-foot pass and a good save by Pickard.
One power play goal this year for Point, one of his 3, and there was the chance there. Wheels in front. Here comes McDavid. Short-handed, Draisaitl, Ekholm, the trailer. McDavid shot, saved by Vasilevsky. Keeps it alive, pokes it to Gensel.
This is where it's starting for the Oilers, though. They're in the offensive zone, and they're killing plays. They're not allowing Tampa to come out of their zone cleanly.
Wallman, fire save, Vasilevsky. Under 2 minutes to go. Here comes Kulak. Leads it for Tomashev. Shot again, Vasilevsky, top of his crease. As the first period winds down, one more chance for the Lightning maybe. Lilleberg to the net. Pick, where is it? It's loose. Picker makes a couple of saves. Trying to fish it out. Paul has it. Now does it. He's had plenty of touches on this power play. That's more than halfway through. Kucherov. Shot. Saved by Pickard. Almost beat him 5-hole with Gensel screening. Radish on his toes. Keeps it in. Good catch by Kucherov. One of the things he does so well is catch the puck. And pass the puck, saved by Pickard on Bjorkstrand.
ultimately it's Braden Point who gets the shot. Watch this. This is such a fake the slap shot, and he threads the needle. Bjorkstrand can't quite get it as a one-timer. The toughest guys in the league, and had to miss most of the period for the repairs that he needed, but good for them.
Shot, puck is loose, backhand. Vasilevsky makes a save on Hyman.
Third in franchise history here in Tampa.
Already eclipsed the 1,000-point mark at 1,012. As Gord has it now. Back to the point, Radish. Nurse and Kulak in the box. Kulak will come out first. He's on his feet. Nurse has to wait for a whistle. Shot into the glove as Nick Paul picked up the bouncing puck. And Pickard remains perfect.
On three. That was just at the end of the last power play. They were able to generate.
Calvin Pickard's best game of the year. Point. Shot. What a beautiful right pad save from Pickard on Lilleberg. Dastu shot. Another save in front.
Him too, and they do have 7 defensemen dressed, and Nurse is back, so they've got players. But here's the block. I guess he turns a little bit though, and I think that can be a little bit tough. He's trying to block Gonzalez there in front. The two of them
trying to get the puck. He does. Good job. Now here comes Bjorkstrand as Tampa Bay changes. Here's Lilleberg. Shot. Saved by Pickard.
But they're also playing a team that is coming off a tough back-to-back coming from Washington, so maybe they can try to take advantage of some fatigue that may set into the Oilers.
Hagel, whoa, what a play! Matthias Ekholm dove across. Nothing lead for the Oilers.
Well, Pickard has been excellent all night, but he hasn't been as tested as he's been right here in the first 37 seconds of this game. That is the save of the night on Brandon Hagel right there. Watch this, the way he comes across a little bit unorthodox. He doesn't have his skate down, so he can't push across.
Gensel reads the play perfectly, gets it to point. Gensel, saved by Pickard! Dastu, Lilleberg. That is one of his best of the night, certainly in the top 3. Here come the Oil, and Mangiapane is denied by Vasilevsky. Great save, seconds apart.
Well, incredible anticipation by Pickard, because this play here, you got Point and you got James. He's look the way James is turning as if he is going to continue the play behind the net. And so then the defense, usually the goalie comes off his Point, and Jake Gensel, who's incredible.
One of the many reasons he makes $14 million a year. Or the next 8. Here comes Paul! Nick Paul is back! And he ties the game for the Lightning.
Oilers here in the third period, and Leon Draisaitl wins this faceoff. You think maybe they're getting out of the zone, they're getting into offensive territory. What the Lightning do really well is they re-attack. They don't go all the way back. They don't hesitate. They come in, and how about Nick Paul? First game back this season. Watch his left leg. Leans in, and it's Connor McDavid defending him. And we talk about his offense, but Connor McDavid's no slouch defensively. But Nick Paul, big, strong, uses that left leg to create space for him and elevates that puck. First time they can solve Calvin Pickard here tonight.
Will change as well. Over the boards comes Point. So Point has it. Here comes Brandon Point for the win. Saved by Pickard. A right shoulder save. Zach Hyman, Jack Roslovic out there. Nurse has room. Darnell Nurse, save, rebound, freeze, another save. 2 by Vasilevsky. 1 on Hyman, 1 on Roslovic. And here comes Radish. He's got Gensel. What a game! What an ending! The Lightning win in overtime. Zach Hyman, Jack Roslovic out there. Nurse has room. Darnell Nurse, save, rebound, freeze, another save. 2 by Vasilevsky. 1 on Hyman, 1 on Roslovic. And here comes Radish. He's got Gensel. What a game! What an ending! The Lightning win in overtime.
Jake Gensel had just gotten on the ice, so he's fresh legs, and he's coming in, and What a clutch scorer. This guy comes in and all he does is score big goals. Last game, hat trick, and here he is, the overtime hero. Beautiful finish. How about that finish, too? When you've got a goalie like Pickard, who has been so good all night, Pickard deserved a win here tonight the way he played, but man, when you're facing off against a team like Tampa, you got your work cut out for you.
12th goal of the year for Gensel.
Back for Hamonic, and that shot sailed wide of Sorokin. Moving in came Johansson to the far side for Kane. Right in front, big stop on Comper by Ilya Sorokin. And the Red Wings youngsters go off for a change as the veteran Van Reems.
Is Mayfield Dinner Theater, where you'll enjoy world-class productions and delectable dining in a new renovated theater. Whether it's date night, a work party, a celebration, or a spontaneous night out with friends, your experience at the Mayfield Dinner Theater is sure to be a memorable one. The 2025-2026 season is on sale now, so check out the exciting lineup of shows and get your tickets today at mayfieldtheater.ca.
This is Rogers Game Night on the Oilers Radio Network.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to do the pregame skate in Ontario, and KG pulled me over and said, "Pack your stuff, you're going up." And I didn't believe it at all, but it was pretty surreal.
There we go. That is Connor Clattenburg talking about playing his first NHL game tonight. Here we go. Let's go to Legacy Heating and Cooling. Who's hot? Who's not? Legacy Heating and Cooling. Home and no payments and no interest for a year. Leon Draisaitl on a 5-game point streak. 4 goals and 9 points. All right. We go to the out-of-town scoreboard. It is presented by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Ontario beat the Bakersfield Condors 3-2 last night. They have a return engagement in Bakersfield tonight. Isaac Howard has 2 goals, 6 points in 3 games in the minors, plus 6 since going down to Baco. Edmonton Oil Kings close out a long BC trip tonight in Prince George. Jason Smith, the former captain of the Edmonton Oilers, has his squad at 18-5-2 with a plus 38 goal differential so far. In the National Hockey League tonight, or today rather, because we do have a couple finals already, 11 other games. So let's get to it. We will tell you that earlier today, the Detroit Red Wings got a 4-3 overtime victory over the Columbus Blue Jackets in St. Louis. A road win in the island, beating the Islanders by a score of 2-1. Seattle in Pittsburgh. Ottawa at San Jose. Toronto, Montreal renew their historic rivalry. Canadians looking for some saves. Tampa Bay, actually, so is Toronto. Tampa Bay is at Washington, New Jersey Devils, and the Philadelphia Flyers. Colorado visits Nashville. The Avalanche with the top 5 players, plus minus in the entire National Hockey League, and they play as a 5-man unit. New York Rangers in Utah, Vegas at Anaheim. The Dallas Stars, Glenn Gullinson's Western Canadian reunion tour continues. Was in Vancouver, where he played. Where he was an assistant coach. Was in Calgary tonight, where he was a head coach, and then he's in Edmonton on Tuesday, where he spent the last 7 years as an assistant coach. Again, the Oilers and the Florida Panthers coming up. Stay tuned following the game for the Alberta Blue Cross Travel Insurance Goal of the game. Whatever life brings, we got the coverage you need. Visit ab.bluecross.ca. Rob Brown when we return on Rogers Game Night.
Education is more than books and classrooms. It's about you. At Portage College, they partner with you to turn dreams into real opportunities. Whether you're starting your educational journey or changing careers, learn more by visiting portagecollege.ca. It's about you.
Hey folks, Paul Brandt here. Around these parts, we work hard, play hard, and we demand the best. Sometimes you need a truck that's a cut above. The Ford Super Duty. Tough enough for any job with the style and luxury you deserve. It's as powerful as it is refined, with cutting-edge features that make every drive a pleasure. In short, this ain't your everyday pickup. The Ford Super Duty. Drive the finest truck Alberta has to offer today at your Alberta Ford dealer. And tell them PV sent you.
Education is more than books and classrooms. It's about you. At Portage College, they partner with you to turn dreams into real opportunities. Whether you're starting your educational journey or changing careers, learn more by visiting portagecollege.ca. It's about you.
You're listening to Rogers Game Night on the official voice of the Edmonton Oilers, 880 CHAD, and on the Oilers Radio Network.
All right, let's bring aboard Rob Brown. Rob, as I recall, you know what it's like to lose in the Stanley Cup final.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me. Years of therapy. I'd already gotten over it, but I'll call my therapist tomorrow. No, it's tough. And we lost 4 straight, so it wasn't as
bitter as 7 and 6 games against the same team in the same building, and here we are, the scene of the proverbial crime. It's got to be in the back of their minds. It's got to be. I know you got to move on. Can you move on?
No, I don't think so. I think it'll bother you forever. It really will, especially when you're that close. You were 1 shot away going into overtime, Game 7 2 years ago. Last year, you go home with a chance in Game 5 to go up in the series. You're thinking, all right, we had this big win in Game 4, so I don't think you ever get over it. It motivates you to get back. But as we know, there's no given. They're going to be back in the Stanley Cup Finals this year or ever.
It's hard to get back.
It's hard to get back. It's hard to win the Stanley Cup. And tonight, I don't think they could win the game 10-0 or lose the game 10-0. It really doesn't matter because last year is last year.
Yeah.
But for the Edmonton Oilers right now, I think what we saw at the end of the game 2 games ago, there was a pushback by the Oilers. And offensively, that was the best game offensively against the Capitals. They weren't good defensively, but there were some signs offensively things were getting better. The urgency and desperation and emotion they played with in Tampa, fatigue took over later in that game, but that was the most committed emotionally I've seen them all season long. So that's 2 games in a row. Baby steps, but they've got to put one more effort again tonight against Florida and try to build off of that. Florida's beat up. The Oilers are beat up. These are not the 2 teams that met in the Stanley Cup Finals, but both these teams are desperate for points right now. The Oilers probably just a little bit more desperate.
All right, well, we have the added bonus of the recall of Connor Clattenburg. Now, he's not going to start the game. It's going to be McDavid's line out there to start. I'm intrigued to see the young energy he might bring, Rob.
Well, he's going to be a lot fresher than anyone else on the Oilers organization right now, simply because he hasn't been part of this long road trip. The excitement of playing in the National Hockey League. I'm sure this was his dream for years, but there's always doubt that you would get the opportunity. His opportunity is against the Stanley Cup champions. I mean, what an opportunity it is for him. I saw an interview with him the other day, and he talked about the ref said, hey, back off a little bit, kid. And he goes, hey, this is how I play. I'm not changing who I am, and I would expect to see that again tonight. Will he turn the tide one way or the other? I don't know, but he certainly will give us something to watch. He's going to be must-watch TV for us at home watching it, and for you in the press box there to see what he does when he steps on the ice. He is the type of energy that the Edmonton Oilers have been missing desperately throughout this season.
Let's go to the keys to the game, brought to you by Ford, the official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Ready, set, Ford.
Well, one of the things is going to be the play of Stuart Skinner, and you talked about it earlier. They need a quality start out of Stuart Skinner.
He needs.
Yes. Yep. I mean, Pickard gave him one 2 nights ago. Pickard gave him a quality start. They need to build on that as well. And then offensively, this Oilers team needs to break out in a big way. And they are playing a team that is badly beat up. They're playing a game, as you just said, Eric Ekblad's not in the game tonight. They need a 5-on-5 breakout type of hockey game without giving anything up going the other way. Don't cheat it. But a 5-on-5 game where they are the better 5-on-5 team just for their mental health. That's what they need to do tonight.
That's our Inside the Game analyst, Rob Brown. Rob, the Oilers 7 for 47 on the power play in the Stanley Cup Finals the last 2 years. That's 14%. They were at 34% rounds 1 through 3 in the 2 years combined. That was a massive part of the story for Edmonton. They did not capitalize when they had power play chances against the Panthers, and they lost 4 one-goal games in the 2 series over the last 2 years. More with Rob and Brendan Escott coming up in the intermissions. Cam Moon's ready to go. It's the Edmonton Oilers and the Florida Panthers. This is the most important game played in Florida.
You just completed your rookie lap ahead of your NHL debut. Take us through what the last few hours have felt like for you.
Yeah, it's been surreal. It's a dream come true, and I have all my family here in the corner. It's very special.
Let's talk about the logo on the front. What is your responsibility to help this team deliver a victory?
Yeah, to set the tone tonight, just play my game, bring this team some energy, and let's pull a win out here.
We talked about your family, so let's talk about the name on the back. What was it like seeing the last name on an NHL sweater?
I mean, my parents raised me well, so they put the hard work in me, and they supported me through this whole way, so I mean, it's been surreal.
Be great 64 and welcome to the NHL.
Thank you.
Carbon monoxide has no smell, taste, or color. But protecting yourself and your family isn't hard. A properly functioning carbon monoxide alarm can detect carbon monoxide and alert you to the danger. We've created a helpful carbon monoxide checklist to help you protect your household. Visit atco.com/co to learn more and download the checklist. ATCO.
40 years strong in Western Canada, Pizza 73 has been serving up the pizza you crave. From their famous pan pizzas and golden crispy wings to bold new creations like stuffed crust and the all-new volcano pizza, they keep bringing the flavor. Born in OilCountry, made in OilCountry, they're proud to be serving Edmonton since 1985. Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Order now at pizza73.com.
Wherever Canadians raise a glass, you'll find Molson. There's a good reason for that. When you've been in Canada for over 230 years, you get around in the cups and fridges of Canadians, generation after generation. Molson has a beer for everyone. So raise a glass or cup or whatever you pour your Molson in, because it doesn't matter what it's in. It matters where it's from. Canadian, export, ultra, excel, Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket red, the balls bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
This is Oil Country. Now, with the call of tonight's exclusive NHL broadcast, Bob Stauffer and Cam Moon on the Oilers Radio Network.
It's the last tilt of a 7-game road trip. The Edmonton Oilers take on the Florida Panthers. Good evening, Cam Moon, along with Bob Stauffer, Brendan Escott, Rob Brown, Jack Michaels, Hayden Gannam. We are the Oilers Radio Network. The starting lineup, it's brought to you by Coventry Homes. Building a home or a championship team, it happens one shift, one brick at a time. Coventry Homes, never done building, proudly celebrating 50 years. For the Oilers up front, Connor McDavid with Matt Savoy and Jack Roslovic on defense. Matthias Ekholm and Evan Bouchard. Stuart Skinner starts in goal. For the Panthers, Anton Lundell with Mackie Samoskevich and Brad Marchand. They're up front. Nico Mikkola and Seth Jones on defense. Sergei Bobrovsky in goal. The referees, Frederick Letquier and Wes McCauley. Andrew Smith and Steve Barton, they're on the lines. We get set to go here from the Amerant Bank Arena in Sunrise, Florida. We drop the puck. We are underway as it goes into the Oilers zone, and it's Ekholm in behind the net. Ekholm slides out the right wing, up the right side, off of Roslovic, and that goes down into Panthers territory. Seth Jones runs himself into the boards, and the puck sent up to the line, kept in by Bouchard. Right wing for Roslovic, toward the net, scores! Jack Roslovic with a seemingly harmless shot from the right wing, and it's 1-0 Edmonton.
Well, that is a fortuitous break off the get-go for the Edmonton Oilers, and Jack Roslovic had been a little bit snake-foot of late. Wow, you don't see that often from Sergei Bobrovsky.
25 seconds into the first period, and the Oilers up 1-0 on Roslovic's shot. He was at the hash marks on the right wing and just put it towards the net, and that squeezed through Bobrovsky. And the Oilers are up 1-0. And Bobrovsky's coming off a 32-save shutout 2 nights ago against New Jersey. At the Edmonton blue line, off of Mangiapane. Forsling has it for the Panthers. Right wing. Just off of Nyquist, it goes into the Oilers zone. Left wing corner. Nurse up to center ice. And the puck out to the neutral zone. On the right wing, puck along the boards, and it comes in on the right side. As Reinhart to the right wing corner, in behind the net. Reinhart's going to try and step out, forced over to the left wing boards to the blue line to Forsling. He missed it. It goes all the way down.
So with Ekblad out, they're going to have Forsling go up against Draisaitl and save Seth Jones and Mikkola against Connor McDavid.
Sabrango with it behind his own net. Snaps a pass up the right wing against to the Edmonton blue line. Brought right back in. Frederick on the right wing. Into the right wing corner for Zach Hyman. He gets tied up. Has got it up against the boards. Put on goal by Frederick, and this save by Bobrovsky. Along the left wing, Sabrango. Now across, it goes off the skate of Petrie. Will get it out to the neutral zone. 1-0. Edmonton leads. 1:40 gone here in the first period. For Hagee, had to go off his stick. Hyman one-hands it into the Florida end. Comes down the left wing. A backhand towards the net off the shoulder of Bobrovsky. Puck along the boards inside Florida territory. Emberson on the right wing point. A little backhand that does not get through as Petrie cleared it out.
First shift for Connor Clattenburg out on the ice here.
Wearing number 64 for the Edmonton Oilers. The 20-year-old from Ottawa making his NHL debut. Puck brought in on the right wing. Gregor in behind the net. The Beaumont product along the left wing boards. Leaves the puck in the left wing corner. Kulak rimming it on the right to Clattenburg. He'll get it to Emberson on the right wing. Now to Janmark. Went off his stick. Cunnin touches it. That's offside against the Panthers. 2.5 gone here in the first. 1-0 Oilers lead.
Well, 3 shots already from Edmonton. Very direct north-south approach from the Oilers out of the gate.
Bouchard will pick up an assist on the Roslovic goal. Gets Bouchard to 18 points. He was 9th in defenseman scoring coming into tonight's action.
Yeah, straight hard match. Mikkola and Seth Jones against the McDavid line. And with Lundell, who's a very good two-way centerman as well.
Shot into the Oilers zone. Ekholm to the corner, but Lundell will find it there for the Panthers. For Marchand, back to the right wing point to Jones. Down the boards. That's picked off by McDavid. He'll get it out. Cross ice to Roslovic. Into the Panthers zone on the right wing. Wedged against the boards. It doesn't get out. Here in the slot. McDavid in front of the net. That's blocked by Jones. And Jones up the right wing gets it out to Lundell. Into the Oiler end. Right side in front of the net. Broken up by Roslovic. And then shot just wide. To the left wing point. Mikkola shot. Save made by Skinner on a redirection. And McDavid out to center on the left wing. I'll bump it back, but between the Oiler defensemen, they'll have to go back. Alec Regula with it in his own end.
Connor McDavid's got to shoot the puck. Savoia was in front. Just put it on the net. Let him go get a rebound.
Draisaitl's pass off a Florida stick. Bobrovsky out to play it to Rodriguez, right wing corner. Up to Reinhart. He'll get it out to center. At center, shoots the puck in. Rims on the left. Boquist along the left wing boards is hit. Loose puck to Draisaitl. Points in 5 straight for Draisaitl. Up to the line. It does not get out. Balinskis left wing to Rodriguez. This shot comes in front of the net, and Boquist put it wide. It's cleared out. Forsling on the left for Boquist. Boquist into the Oiler end, taken to the boards by Emberson. Draisaitl got it up the right wing and won't get out. Sabrango keeps it in towards the net, directed wide by Rodriguez. Greer in behind the goal to Verhaeghe on the right wing. Breaking it up is Frederick for Edmonton. Draisaitl couldn't clear, but Kulak can take it in behind the net. 1-0. Edmonton leads here in the first. 4:20 gone in the opening period. Out through center, Emberson on the right wing for Frederick. Right wing corner for Adam Henrique. He's about top of the circle. Gets checked by Verhaeghe, and Emberson will rim the puck around on the left wing. It's top of the circle. Henrique with a shot, and then steered aside by Bobrovsky. The puck to the middle of the ice, and Verhaeghe skating up to center for Florida. He'll shoot it in. Dumped in behind the net by Petrie. Verhaeghe in the right corner. To the boards to Mikkola. Shovels it around and in behind the net. Coming in there was Gregor. As it gets free to the line where Mikkola will keep it in. Goes right to Henrique. Long pass off the skate of Zach Hyman. Mikkola will turn it up. Give it to Devine on the left wing. Pass on the right to Cunnin. A shot and a blocker save made by Skinner. Hyman will get it out. 1-0 Oilers here in the first. 5:25 gone. Bouchard's cross-ice pass. Didn't get a lot on it. Does get to Ekholm. Now back to Evan Bouchard. It's in his own end. Long pass on the left. Off of Janmark into the Florida end. Bobrovsky to rim the puck. Pinching down. Bouchard keeping it in for Tomashik. Now to the left wing side. The shot by Clattenburg goes wide. Back to the right wing point. Bouchard drills one wide of that Florida net. Savoy will poke it into the right wing corner. Tomashik up against the boards. Knocked down by Jones. It's underneath him. He gets back up. It's in their skates. Jones is able to jam it free. Mikkola behind his net for Florida. Up the right wing. Runs right into Janmark.
They're letting him play tonight early, Cam.
Love it. And Jones will wade in behind his goal. Oilers make some changes. Skating through. Marchand didn't take the puck. Jones out to center ice. It goes off a Nurse into the Oiler end. To the right wing corner. Stamiskevich goes in behind the net. He centers it. Oh, what a save! Scores on the rebound. The Panthers tied at 1. Stuart Skinner made the first save. Rebound got put in. Lundell went to the front of the net. The game's tied at 1. Skinner thought he got shoved into the net, which he did. Which he did to some degree.
Taking a look at it here. Did he jam his pads in Lynette?
No, he'll let her go. So Lundell gets his 6th of the year. And we're tied at 1 here at the Amerant Bank Arena in Sunrise, Florida.
And really, there's a play where Darnell Nurse should have positioning right there.
Lundell with a shot towards the net, glances off of Nurse. Marchand up the right wing, cycles the puck into the corner. Nurse pumps it around on the left. It goes to Matt Savoy, and the St. Albert product to center ice. Gives it to Nurse, goes into the Florida end, ties up with Forsling. Puck along the boards, comes loose into the middle. Bouchard on the right wing. Roslovic scores! Jack Roslovic! High to the glove side on Bobrovsky, and the Oilers are up 2-1.
What a great play by Bouchard, but also Roslovic creating space and an option for Bouchard, and he's got his second goal of the period.
7:06 time of that one. Roslovic's got 9 on the season.
And that play happens, an effective job back supporting the play in the neutral zone by Matt Savoy, and then Nurse followed it up to get the sequence up the ice. So the Oilers a quick response.
36 seconds after the Lundell goal. Oilers restore the lead. They're up 2-1 here in the first. Along the boards inside the Panthers end. It's in skates in the corner, gets into the middle of the ice. Reinhart will come out with it for Florida. Into the Oilers zone, down the right wing, trying to drop a pass back, goes off the puck, Colson. In from the right wing point is Jones. Pass got picked off by Ekholm, and he'll clear it. Boqvist at center ice, right through the middle, and now on the left wing to Rodriguez, turns and shoots it wide of the Edmonton net. Flipped up near the line where Boqvist will keep it in. Ekholm to Bouchard. 2-1 Oilers lead. 8 minutes gone here in the first period. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're at the Amerant Bank Arena in Sunrise, Florida. Bouchard out from behind the net, up the left wing to Frederick. He'll shoot it in. Bobrovsky's got to play it. To Sabrango. Swings it up the left wing for Greer. To the middle of the ice for Petrie, the former Edmonton Oiler, will dump it in. That's on net, gloved by Skinner. He's going to hold on. 8 minutes and 19 seconds gone here in the first period, and we can take a break. 2-1, Oilers leading the Panthers from the Amerant Bank Arena in Sunrise, Florida. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Heard of Uline? You know, the have-it-all in-stock, ready-to-deliver shipping and industrial supply specialists. The company that does things for you that are unheard of, like keeping 41,000 items in stock in our own warehouses. With customer service reps on the line to get you what you need, when you need it, 24/7, 365, every time. Maybe you heard it here first. Want to hear more? Visit uline.ca. ULINE, your shipping and industrial supply specialists.
Can an energy provider make you feel carefree? We think so, because who doesn't like to be surrounded by good energy? Great rates always. Gimmicks never. Perks that reward your loyalty and energy experts who know what's what. Carefree just feels good. Encore by EPCOR, your carefree electricity and natural gas provider.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
Our people, our team. It's what business owners almost always say is their most important resource. But strong businesses don't just find great people. They make sure their teams stay healthy, engaged, and performing at their best. A benefits plan from Alberta Blue Cross is more than just drug and dental. They support the whole person with flexible coverage levels that fit the size and circumstance of your business. Find a plan that gets results at ab.bluecross.ca.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
2-1 Oilers lead the Panthers here in the first period. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We are 8:19 into the opening period. The Oilers Hockey Fights Cancer 50-50 presented by Rogers. It's now live. Play now for a chance to win early bird prizes, including $500 for Safeway and Esso. Get your tickets at edmontonoilers.com/5050 for more chances to win. Jack Roslovic has a pair of goals. Anton Lundell has scored for Florida. Oilers up 2-1 here in the first period. Verhaeghe off the draw in the Oilers zone to the right wing point for Petrie. Could not get a shot through. And Kulak into the corner, runs into Greer. Bennett will take it behind the net. He'll wrap it around. Save made by Skinner, and he covers it up. And now everybody gathers in front of the net. We got gloves off.
Here we go.
Frederick.
Greer doesn't want to fight Frederick. Former teammates.
They're tied up, and they both go down to the ice. Now Frederick gets on top of him. Linesman come in and break that up.
Greer didn't want to fight him.
No. Didn't appear to be so.
He went after Kulak, but he didn't want to fight Greer. Or Greer did not want to fight Frederick. Comes from behind, right in front of the net. Emerson with a good shot. That was a good one.
We expected some physicality tonight.
Does Edmonton get the extra minor here?
No. I think they're just signaled 4-on-4. We'll get the call.
Number 10, Florida. Number 10, Edmonton. Both guys have minors for unsportsmanlike conduct and a 10-minute misconduct.
All right, so it's even up. Go 4-on-4. Having any fun yet? Oh, this is great. A face-off should be outside.
Why would they give them misconduct?
I don't know.
Is David Branch overseeing this?
It's just the long time.
I mean, Wes McCauley's a great veteran official. What do we got here?
Trying to settle it down? I don't know. Well, now what?
Does each team have to?
Oh, yeah, they got to have a guy in the box. Got to have a guy in the box because when it lets up, somebody has to come on the ice.
All right.
So Boquist went to the box for the Panthers. Podkolzin is in the box for the Oilers. We're 4-on-4, and it goes in behind the Edmonton net. Picked up by McDavid. He'll come up the right. Now it's center through the middle. Stops. Gives it to Ekholm. In over the Panther line. A pass goes off the skate of Reinhart right to Bobrovsky. It's at the side of the goal. Mikkola on the right wing for Reinhart. Now into the middle of the ice to Rodriguez. Rodriguez to Reinhart. Reinhart in the neutral zone of Rodriguez. Now on the right wing for Seth Jones. Left wing to Reinhart. Missed him with it. So Bouchard to go behind the Edmonton goal. Now on the right wing, get it out to center ice. So Draisaitl comes into the Panthers and stops on the right. He's at the hash marks. Looks to the line. Now to McDavid to Draisaitl. Top of the circle, right wing for McDavid. McDavid towards the net. A shot and a save made by Bobrovsky. Held onto it. 10:31 to go in the first. 2-1 Oilers lead.
I'd get Roslovic out here. He's got a hot stick going.
He is indeed out on the ice with Zach Hyman. Face off to the left of Bobrovsky.
And Roslovic said better than 50% on faceoffs. Going against Florida's best face-off man for tonight's game. It's in the lineup. Lundell's at 54%.
It goes to Forsling, up to Lundell. Lundell to center. Now to Marchand on the left to Belinskas on net and a save by Skinner coming across. And the puck in front of the Edmonton goal. Pass by Roslovic, hit a stick. It got into the slot and Nurse followed it up, got it out to Kulak. Into the Panthers end, goes in behind the net. Taken out by Forsling. Loose puck. Belinskas up the right wing to center ice for Lundell. Now to Marchand. Marchand into the Oiler end. Good work by Roslovic to force them to the right wing. On the right wing boards, Lundell to the point, and a shot and a glove save made by Stuart Skinner off of Mikkola. With 9:51 to go in the first, 2-1 Oilers lead the Panthers. We'll be right back from the Amerant Bank Arena in Sunrise, Florida's Ford Dealers NHL hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Oil Country. Stranded in the snow, stuck on the side of the road, or just locked out of your ride? Visit OilCountryTowing.com, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 towing and roadside rescue team. Oil Country Towing will get you going.
Every year, Janet hosts a dinner. Some of her friends have lost their partners. Some can't make the drive to see their families for the holidays. So they come to her. In 2021, Janet's home was one of many in Western BC that flooded. It looked like her dinner wasn't going to happen that year. Until the Canadian Red Cross helped get her back in her home in time to host. Help keep traditions like Janet's alive this holiday season. Donate at redcross.ca and have your donation triple matched.
Meet Joe. Joe knows that a happy partner equals a happy trip. Joe booked a room through Edmonton's besthotels.com and scored up to $225 in rewards. Hello date night, fancy dinner, the works. Joe is smart. Be like Joe. Visit EdmontonsBestHotels.com to book your next stay in Edmonton.
Hey, Oil Country. Stranded in the snow, stuck on the side of the road, or just locked out of your ride? Visit OilCountryTowing.com, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 towing and roadside rescue team. Oil Country Towing will get you going.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer here at the Amerant Bank Arena. 2-1, Oilers lead the Panthers. 9:51 to go in the first period. 26 seconds left to go in the 4-on-4.
It's been a feisty game already.
We expected no less. Broadcast brought to you by Ford, official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Ready, set, Ford. Face off to the right of Stuart Skinner.
Bennett's improved considerably in the face-off circles in his career. Above 50% this year. He was always a guy in the low 40s to 45s. His time in Calgary. Always played great against Edmonton, though, Cam.
He did. Here's Jones' left point. A shot tipped by Bennett over the Edmonton net. And it's in behind the goal. As Bennett trying to dig it loose. He goes into the corner with Bouchard. Bennett had it in his skates. Verhaeghe will find it left corner. Gave it to Bennett into the middle. Mikola's shot and a stick save made by Skinner.
This is all from a face-off win for Florida.
Verhaeghe up the right wing in the Oilers zone. Right side to Jones. He's going to the net. A shot, and he put it over the goal, off the glass, and out to center. We're back to 5-on-5. Samoskevich into the Oiler end on the left wing. To Bennett, right wing corner. Jammed it in behind the net. Goes to Bennett, left wing, behind the goal. Samoskevich to the right side, to the blue line. Balinskis will shoot it, and that one off the stick of Henrique, and it came out to the neutral zone. It's fired back in. Kulak through the middle to Podkolzin. He's got a loop back. He's got Lundell on him. He'll get it across. Emberson pass up the right wing to Hyman, goes to the right corner, centering it, and he put it off the pad of Bobrovsky. Lundell will get it out, long pass, up into the air, glove down by Marchand, and taken away by Emberson. Emberson to Matthias Janmark, he will get it out. 2-1, Edmonton leads, 8:20 to go here in the first. Puck shot into the Oilers zone. Along the left wing, Boqvist goes in behind the net, taken out by Regula. And up the left wing, out to center ice for Edmonton, it's Janmark. Flip it to the right corner, got dumped down, penalty coming up. Sabrango is going to go off. It's going to be an interference call. And the Edmonton Oilers will get the first power play of this game.
Shoot the puck. That's all I'm going to tell you. I'm going to give you the numbers again here.
Minor interference.
Oilers 7 for 47 on the power play in the last two Stanley Cup finals. You want to look to one area that let the team down after being 34% rounds 1 through 3 the last 2 years against the Panthers. Now, the Panthers were a top 10 PK unit in the regular season, but you're at 34% rounds 1 through 3 last 2 years, and you're at 14% in the final. 3 for 24, 4 for 23 in the two finals. Played a huge factor. Shoot the puck.
Face off to the right of Bobrovsky. It goes to Bouchard. Left wing corner. McDavid's pass off a stick to Bouchard on the right. We'll get it down in behind the net. Hyman got it loose to McDavid. Now to Roslovic to the blue line for Bouchard. Bouchard through the middle. Goes over to the right wing.
They're just going to wait for Edmonton to play it on the perimeter. You got to put it to the net.
Bouchard, right side to Draisaitl. Draisaitl up to the point. Draisaitl, a shot off a stick, goes over the goal and wrapped around the boards by Gustav Forsling and down the ice.
The other thing they've done is they wait for McDavid on the zone entry and they funnel him to the left side of Edmonton's. Let's see if the Oilers change it up in terms of the look.
Roslovic to Draisaitl, comes in on the right wing, stops up top of the circle, to the line to McDavid. He'll go towards the net, is centering pass, saved by Bobrovsky as he covers it up.
I think he's got to shoot there, Cam. You don't agree?
Yeah, I gave it to Zach Hyman, but he was in so close. There's really... They put it on net, but again...
Switched up the zone entry.
Yeah, they did.
And that's why they created really what amounted to a 3-on-1. Bit of a missed opportunity.
Minute 7 to go in the interference penalty to Donovan Sabrango. 2-1 Oilers lead, 7:12 to go in the first. Puck goes to Jones, and behind his goal, wraps it around, goes off of Bouchard's skate. Now Lundell's going to bring it out. 1-on-1 with McDavid. He'll come in and he'll sail a shot over the Oiler net. Roslovic behind his goal to Bouchard.
One thing you got to watch with Marchand, he cheats on the PK, and he'll go if you give him a window. So here's a more traditional zone entry with Connor.
McDavid on the left wing to Roslovic into the Panther end. Back to the blue line for Bouchard. Bouchard to the right, towards the net, tipped off the post. post by Roslovic, and it's cleared down the ice. Oh!
Wow, he almost had a hat trick, and they put it to the net.
A little redirection by Jack Roslovic, and it hit the post on the glove side of Bobrovsky. But it stayed out. Here's Savoy to center. Over the line for Ekholm. Into the right wing corner. Matt Savoy centering pass off the stick of the netminder. Bobrovsky. Tomashik will keep it in to Savoy. Right wing in front of the net off the stick. Henrique to Savoy. Savoy back to the blue line. Nurse on the left. Tomashik to Nurse. So one-time shot. The rebound. Ekholm scores! Matthias Ekholm found a loose puck in the slot, and it's 3-1 Edmonton.
Well, fortuitous break, but when you put pucks on the goal, good things happen. Savoy with a great job. It's going to be an even strength goal. He might not even get a point on it, but he found a loose puck, and then Nurse's shot hit a skate, and Ekholm with his second of the year.
13:58, time of the goal. 3-1, the Oilers lead.
It's basically a goal from your second power play unit. Gotta love it.
Yeah, the penalty had just expired a few seconds. Up the right wing, that goes off at Devine into the Oiler end. Kulak around on the backhand to the blue line and out. And Henrique will come in. Henrique, one-on-one with Devine. Devine able to steal the puck. Goes into the corner. Up the right wing. Cunnin can't get it out. Now Devine will get a second chance. Devine out to center. Gave the puck to Gregor. He'll come in. He'll shoot it. That's off of Emberson. Gregor put it through the slot. It goes to the point. Petrie in for the right point. On the boards to the left, Sabrango.
Kulak doesn't have a stick.
Now to Devine will walk to the middle. Doesn't have a shooting lane. Now he does. And that goes off a stick. Goes wide. Kulak in behind the net.
How does Kulak, as a left shot, not have a stick yet? Someone's going to give him a stick. There it is.
From the right point, a shot. And that hits something. Goes wide of the net. 5:05 to go in the first. 3-1 Edmonton leads. Up the left wing, puck cleared out by Mangiapane.
Janmark thought he got cleaved on the plate of the ice.
Sabrango takes it behind his goal. On the right, Forsling mishandled it. Here's Hyman towards the net, and he's forced in behind it. Puck to the right wing corner. Reinhart in front of his net for Forsling. Left wing at center for Sam Bennett. He'll shoot it in. Off of Nyquist. Helped around by Regula of the Oilers. They'll get to the blue line for Hagee, keeping it in, though. Regula, right wing corner. Regula up the right side. Got it to center ice. Balinskis in on the left.
That's the way.
Hit hard by Podkolzin. Regula to Draisaitl. To Regula up the left wing for Nurse. He'll bounce it into Panthers territory. Balinskis to center ice for Marchand. Now on the right to Bennett. Into the Oilers zone. Stops on the right to Marchand. Off his stick. Goes behind the net for Hagee. Can't get it in front of the goal. Ekholm comes out from behind it. Up the right wing. Off the right wing boards and in. Jones in behind the net with Savoy on him to Lundell. Lundell through the middle. Over the Edmonton line. Marchand on the left to Mikkola. Behind the net to Lundell. On the right wing boards to Jones. Jones from an angle. The save made by Skinner. It gets to the slot. Samoskevich forced to the left wing, and his shot goes wide of the net. Jones on the right wing. Up to the line. It will come out. Marchand being pressured and poked away by McDavid. Into the Panther zone. Goes to the left wing corner with Mikkola on him. Played it to the middle, goes off of Lundell, kept in from the point. The shot by Kulak. It's jammed in front of the net. Saved by Bobrovsky off of Clattenburg, and he'll cover it up with 3:13 to go here in the first. 3-1, Oilers lead the Panthers. We'll be right back from the Amerant Bank Arena here in Sunrise, Florida. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
During every Oilers game day, the Canadian Brewhouse is your hockey headquarters. Cheer on the blue and orange, surrounded by fans as passionate as you are, while sipping $1 off tankards of Molson Canadian and Coors Light. And that's not all. Every game day, you can enter to win Oilers home game tickets. So grab your crew, grab a seat, and make the Canadian Brewhouse your go-to spot this hockey season. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
Can an energy provider make you feel carefree? We think so. Because who doesn't like to be surrounded by good energy? Great rates always. Gimmicks never. Perks that reward your loyalty and energy experts who know what's what. Carefree just feels good. Encore by EPCOR, your carefree electricity and natural gas provider.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
Celebrating 70 years in the signage industry, William Huff Advertising is the most recognized name in the game. An in-house, one-stop shop for all of your design, print, and installation needs. William Huff provides quality graphic solutions for everyone. Here in our City of Champions and throughout the nation, they are the preferred signage partner entrusted by many of the biggest corporations, pro sports teams, and organizations to bring their identity to life. Recognize the name, get in the game. WilliamHuff.com.
All games, all seasons. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. 3-1 Oilers lead, 3:13 to go in the first period. Jack Roslovic scored twice. Matthias Ekholm also has scored for Edmonton. Anton Lundell has the goal for the Panthers. Face off in the Florida zone to the left of Bobrovsky. Roslovic taking the draw against Rodriguez. No, Roslovic's out of there. So it'll be Connor McDavid. All right, sticks down. Puck drop. Savoy to the right wing point to Bouchard. He'll blast the shot to save. The rebound put on net. Saved by Bobrovsky. And now covers it up. Savoy with an opportunity on the rebound after that shot from Bouchard.
You know what? You know what they're doing? They've talked to these two teams. Do you hear them? If it keeps going, it's misconduct.
Yeah. They just give out 10s.
Yep.
Which they did in the case of Greer and Frederick.
Right.
To the right wing point, Bouchard. Off the boards. To the left side. Went off of McDavid. Now in comes Savoy to McDavid behind the net. McDavid on the right. To Bouchard to McDavid. Comes around top of the circle. A shot. Oh, that went off of Roslovic before it could get to the net. Oh, and a great steal by Savoy. He's got it on the left wing. Rips it across to Bouchard. Out to Roslovic. And he just fanned on it. He heeled it and it went wide.
You know, point blank, dead on look.
Knocked down by a high stick. We get the whistle. 2:33 to go in the first. 3-1 the Oilers lead. And Roslovic has hit a post already in this period to go along with his 2 goals. And that chance right there. He's having himself a good opening 20. So is Matt Savoy. Made that steal there. Yep. He helped set up he didn't get an assist, but he helped create the third Oilers goal. Regula off the draw, off a stick that rolls down to Bobrovsky. Off his stick and Janmark for Hyman. Hyman out of the right corner. Hyman towards the net. A backhand to save by Bobrovsky. Didn't know where that rebound was for a moment. And Verhaeghe will come up the left wing for the Panthers. They'll get to the Edmonton blue line. Get it across to Jones. Now over to Devine. A backhand does not get through. Didn't have a whole lot on it anyway. And Sabrango will keep it in. Henrique into the left wing corner. Will get it out to center ice to Hyman. Into the Panthers end on the left wing. Goes into the left wing corner. Along the boards, Petrie able to break it up, and he does get it out. Moving. Emberson through the middle, now to Draisaitl. Right wing to Podkolzin, stopped on the right wing boards. To the blue line, Emberson, a shot, and that glances off the stick of Lundell. 3-1 Edmonton, minute 35 to go here in the opening period. Puck along the boards inside Florida Panthers zone, and Forsling will roll it all the way down for icing.
Oilers have come on here a bit in the last 4 or 5 minutes. They're up 3-1. The quick response goal from Roslovic right after the Panthers tied it. And then Ekholm right at the end of the power play. And Edmonton loads up their top line here. The minute 27 left in the period. O-zone draw.
Face off to the right of Bobrovsky. Panthers team that has won 4 of their last 5 of their last 7. Up the left wing. Samoskevich on the left to Lundell. Into the left wing corner of the Oiler end. Bouchard will go in behind the net. Poke the puck to the left side. It's top of the circle. And it's Draisaitl out through the neutral zone. Pass hit a skate. Marchand then held up at the Edmonton blue line by Ekholm. Draisaitl went back to get it. Gave it to Bouchard. To Draisaitl to hit him in the skate. Samoskevich with a shot. And he put it over the Edmonton goal. We're into the last minute here in the first. Lundell over to the left wing. Samoskevich back to the blue line for Forsling. To Samoskevich out to Lundell. Left wing corner. Marchand. Marchand behind the Edmonton net to Lundell. Lundell to Marchand, got it in front of the goal, but Bouchard got it out of harm's way, then off the boards, up to the line, and just out. And Podkolzin the rest of the way, but that will be icing against Edmonton. It's now Bolinskis gets into it a little bit there with Podkolzin. Everybody else going to gather in. This is right in front of the Edmonton bench. Marchand in there as well, tied up with McDavid. 27 seconds to go here in the first. They'll get it all broken up. 3-1 Edmonton leads.
Now you got to win the draw, get the puck out. If you lose the draw, support the play. Airmail it out of there.
It'll be to the left of Skinner. Puck to the left wing corner. Ekholm up the boards, off at Draisaitl to McDavid to Draisaitl. Does get it out. 20 seconds to go in the period. In front of the Edmonton bench. Gets to Emberson across to Bouchard inside his own zone. He'll wait. In fact, Bouchard will just take it back behind his net and take the time off the clock here to end off this first period. And Edmonton will have a 3-1 lead here after the opening 20. Roslovic scoring 2. Ekholm had one as well. Lundell with the goal for Florida. Roslovic getting it going just 25 seconds in with a harmless-looking shot from the right wing along the boards at the hash marks. Somehow that squeezes past Bobrovsky, and it was game on right from the get-go. There's been some physicality in this. There's been good intensity.
Oh, yeah, this game's had a lot of juice. No question about it.
It's been a lot of fun through the opening 20 as the Oilers finishing off this 7-game road trip. They got 2 wins, 3 losses, and an overtime loss in there. And the Oilers and the Panthers here after 1 period of play.
Connor, it's Bob Stauffer and Cam Moon upstairs. Your first NHL game. It's obviously been a surreal experience for you. Even had a shift out there with Connor McDavid. Just your thoughts on being a part of this.
Yeah, it's a dream come true for sure. And to play with some of the best players in the world and get a shift with one of those guys is pretty special. And the team's rolling right now, so we just keep growing.
How was the pace? Was it almost jarring coming up from the American League and being into a pretty intense game here with Florida? Tell me about the pace in the first period for you.
Yeah, she's quick out there. It just structurally too. It's a well-structured game, and you just got to be a little quicker with the puck and just stick down when you're skating.
Wes McCauley's a veteran ref. We could hear him. Anybody does anything to get into misconduct. I mean, I was stunned that Greer and Frederick each got a 2 and a 10. You've got to play with controlled enthusiasm, don't you?
Yeah, for sure. And I've always seen Wes McCauley ref. It's pretty special. He's ref in the first game. So, yeah, you just got to play under control and be smart with what you do.
Connor, thanks for doing
Connor.
this.
Yeah, thank you.
There you go, Connor Clattenburg. First NHL period under the belt for him, and hey, he had a shot towards the net there. I mean, he was in and around that Panthers goal. Oilers got to be happy, though, with this opening 20.
Yeah, they had a good period. They don't get credit for a power play goal. Second unit put it to the net and scored off a broken play, and that made it a 3-1 game at that point. Roslovic's feeling it. He's been all around the net. He's had 2 other opportunities. Probably his best opportunity of the game, and that was for a hat trick after he hit the post and a deflection. Yeah. So Edmonton's funneled a lot of pucks to the net. They're going to keep doing that here, carrying forward.
All right, that's where we are. We're through 20. 3-1. Oilers lead the Panthers. Roslovic with a pair. Ekholm as well with one. Lundell for Florida. Brendan Escott, Rob Brown, they're standing by. They got the intermission for you when we come back. 3-1 Edmonton after 20 from the Amerant Bank Arena in Sunrise, Florida. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. Big skies, rugged landscapes. Now that's Alberta in a nutshell. And if you're looking for an SUV that can keep up with this place, check out the Ford Bronco. Built for those who crave adventure, with serious off-road capability and style to spare. Whether you're hitting the mountain trails or exploring the back roads, it's the perfect ride for those who want to experience everything this province has to offer. The Ford Bronco. Adventure awaits at your Alberta Ford dealer. And tell them PB sent you.
Stay connected with your community and enjoy the latest updates and exclusive access to concerts and events by becoming an 880 CHED Insider. Don't miss out on a single moment. Sign up now at 880ched.com and click on CHED Insider Newsletter to become a vital part of Edmonton's premier news and talk community. 880 CHED, Edmonton's news, today's talk, where Edmonton stays informed and entertained today and every day. This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
The puck sent up to the line, kept in by Bouchard. Right wing for Roslovic toward the net. Scores! Jack Roslovic with a seemingly harmless shot from the right wing, and it's 1-0 Edmonton.
Just 25 seconds into the game. That's our highlight zone, brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos with 3 great locations in Edmonton, St. Albert, and next to Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the winner's zone. Oilers 3, Panthers 1 through 20 minutes of play tonight at Amerant Bank Arena, and it started quick. Rob Brown, I would love your thoughts on a period overall that was action-packed. It had a lot of goals. It didn't have much goaltending. It was great from a spectator's perspective.
Well, I think there were 3 goals on the first 5 shots in the game. And there was no fault on the one against Stuart Skinner. It was a nice play by the Florida Panthers. But on the opposite end, Bobrovsky has looked shaky, something that we have not seen in the last 2 playoff runs from Bobrovsky. The first goal, the Jack Roslovic goal. And I guess this goes to all fans watching. All goalies let in bad goals. Now, you don't want them to do it often, but all goaltenders let bad goals in. He's going to the Hall of Fame, and Roslovic, he wasn't trying to score there. He was just throwing the puck towards the net, hoping for some chaos, but it goes in, and that set the tone for the first period for the Oilers. As they come out, you get a freebie goal, and now you're playing with a lead, and you're feeling good about yourself, and it gives you a little bit of confidence. You don't feel as fatigued. And they just kept going, and Skinner made a couple saves, and then here come the Oilers again. And the biggest thing for me through 20 minutes is the Oilers are up 3-1 in a hockey game, and it hasn't been Connor. It hasn't been Leon. Other players are contributing, and a really, really good period by both Roslovic and Evan Bouchard.
I wonder what you made of the situation with the misconducts there. Sort of a scramble in front of the net. Frederick goes to engage Greer, throws his gloves down. Greer thought he was sly, not taking the fight, but then goes for a double leg takedown, MMA style. And they both end up sitting the rest of the period. So I look at that and I say, veteran referee Wes McCauley, that was game management all over it, because I didn't necessarily think it deserved a misconduct.
No, to me, that's 2 minutes each at best, and probably would have been a penalty just for Frederick until Greer does the wrestling takedown, and at that point, okay, that was the worst part of the combatant. So, to me, that's not a 12-minute penalty for what they did. Yeah. It wasn't. The one thing I don't think we've seen Trent Frederick back from that. Because I don't think, have we seen him come back? Or that was later in the period.
I don't think they're eligible until the puck drops here in the second. Because I'm sure it was about 11:27-ish in the frame.
So the one thing is, he was holding his hand, he went off. I hope there was nothing about that. But that's something to watch as we go into this period. But it was game management. But that's one, I don't know. To me, there wasn't going to be fireworks in this hockey game. The Oilers don't play that way. This isn't a Tampa, Florida game where, okay, we got game managed because we've seen what's happened before.
Right.
But to me, you're AJ Greer, you don't want to sit for 12 minutes. You're Trent Frederick, you certainly don't want to sit for 12 minutes. And if you're going to sit for 12 minutes, you want to get 12 minutes worth of aggression out. So, yeah, I don't like that call. That, to me, is two minutes each and allow those players to keep on playing. But sometimes the referee wants to put a stamp on a game.
Yeah, definitely. Edmonton's forecheck looks very effective to me so far.
It has been. It's funny. The Oilers started really well against Tampa, and then fatigue stepped in. And the forecheck they had in the first 20 minutes wasn't there for the final 40. And we talked after last game, what's the biggest thing the Oilers going into Florida? We said they need rest. They look much more rested tonight. They look like they have a little more bounce in their step. And again, as we said, it's not Connor and Leon. Savoy's had a really good first 20 minutes. But Colson has a good 20 minutes. Roslovic has. Tomashik comes in. He gets an assist in the first 20 minutes. So the Florida Panthers are a very good team, but they are beat up. They've got a number of players. I think it's 7 now with Ekblad not in the lineup. Ekblad plays 24, 25 minutes a night. Like, their top 4 play a lot. He's not out there. Take advantage of that. And we saw the Oilers just continuing roll shift after shift after shift. That is, if you want to beat the Florida Panthers, keep them in their own zone. And what we also saw is the Florida Panthers a couple times tried cheating, hoping the puck was going to get past Evan Bouchard. Twice he keeps it in, and both times it turns into goals for them. So the Florida Panthers probably got a little bit of their own medicine in the first 20 minutes with an aggressive Oilers forecheck.
Got about a minute here. Just curious about the holding on to a lead, the notion of that's been so difficult for Edmonton to this point in the season. That doesn't factor in right now, right? This is an individual game.
It is. To me, there's no such thing. It used to be a 2-goal lead. You would shut it down, and you would just clutch and grab the rest of the game, and you would just have low event. There'd be nothing else the rest of the hockey game. It's not played that way. Every night there's a lead. Nothing is safe in the National Hockey League. The best way to play with a lead is to extend the lead. There is a huge difference between a 2-goal lead and a 3-goal lead. 2 goals lead right now, if going into this period, if Florida scores next, now you're 1 down. And 1 down, it's anybody's game. If the Oilers score next, it's 3 goals. 3 goals, all of a sudden, there's a little doubt on the bench of the team that's trailing by 3.
That's our Rob Brown, our Inside the Game analyst. More from him at the second intermission. It was Jack Roslovic opening the scoring. Again, just 25 seconds into the frame. Evan Bouchard with the assist there. Anton Lundell responded 4.5 minutes later, 5.5 minutes later. It was like a poke play. They've got it categorized as a poke in front of the net, which I find humorous, but that was sort of jamming under the pad. Roslovic, again, his 9th of the season on a wrist shot, and then Matthias Ekholm set up by Henrique and Darnell Nurse is where we sit after 20 minutes of play. We are at the intermission. We got the out-of-town scoreboard next. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
It's game on at City Ford.
With an all-star lineup of 2025 Ford favorites, save up to $7,000 on Escapes.
Up to $8,000 on Bronco Sports.
And up to $18,000 on F-150s.
Plus, find 0% financing options available on all 3 vehicles.
Score an all-star deal today and spin and win an iPad, Oilers merch, Costco card, even a trip to Vegas.
Visit City Ford on the St. Albert Trail.
Find more ways to save at Real Canadian Superstore. Unlock savings through always low-priced items, multi-save, club-size, fresh promise, hit-of-the-month offers, ad match, and more. Find everything you need from grocery staples, fresh produce, prepared meals, and multicultural assortments to clothing, home, entertainment, health, and beauty. Plus, PC Optimum members save more. Open the PC Optimum app to load exclusive super coupons and weekly points offers. Real Canadian Superstore. Proudly Canadian. See weekly flyer for details.
Experience the exciting casino action at 3 Century Casino locations. Edmonton, St. Albert, and Century Mile. Dine at one of their amazing restaurants featuring daily specials. Take in the ultimate game day experience at Selly Sports Bar and Lounge. Check out the best in live entertainment at any amazing location. Plus, enjoy a great selection of casino gaming options and off-track betting. Feel the thrill of live horse racing at Century Mile Racetrack. Don't miss a second of the action at Century Casino.
Now, this update from the Canadian Press. Canada has launched a partnership with India and Australia on emerging technologies at the G20 summit in South Africa. Several of the world's most influential nations are gathered in Johannesburg, where they reached consensus on issues like climate change and gender equality, while pushing back on a U.S.-penned deal to end the Ukraine-Russia war. The union representing 16,000 hospital workers in Alberta says it reached a tentative agreement with the province's health authority just minutes before its members were to hit the picket lines this morning. The tentative agreement comes after the Alberta Union of Provincial Employees gave Alberta Health Services strike notice on Wednesday after bargaining that fell apart over wages. And the FBI says a Vancouver man is the latest to be arrested in connection with his alleged role in Canadian Olympic snowboarder turned fugitive Ryan Wedding's international drug smuggling ring. From the Canadian Press, I'm Lisa Laporte.
At Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, they recommend pairing locally distilled spirits and their ice-cold beer selection with... And Oilers win! Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers. Please enjoy responsibly.
The Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50, presented by Rogers, is back and better than ever. With more early bird prizes, bonus raffles, and million-dollar jackpots, the largest 50-50 in professional sports can change your life forever. And every ticket purchase helps more kids, more families, and more communities in need than ever before. Get your 50-50 tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com and help make OilCountry a better place. Who knows? You could be Alberta's next millionaire.
AGLC license number 744517.
Do your tires feel like hockey pucks on the road? Perhaps it's time for a new set of Atturo tires. No matter what you drive, Atturo has the right fit for you, including the all-new Trailblade HT and AZ810, premium all-weather tires for your pickup, car, SUV, or crossover. You can rest assured that Atturo tires will get you through all 4 seasons. Available at Action Car and Truck, Point S, and tire shops everywhere. Find a dealer near you at atturo.com.
At Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, they recommend pairing locally distilled spirits and their ice-cold beer selection with... And Oilers win! Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers. Please enjoy responsibly.
This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Time now for the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. Busy night in the league, 10 other games. The Canadians up 2 on the Toronto Maple Leafs in Montreal in a battle of struggling teams. Habs have lost 5 in a row. Flyers at home up 4-1 on the Devils. The Penguins down a goal on home ice to the Seattle Kraken in the second period. Just getting underway in the second, the Lightning are up 4-1 on the Capitals. Sharks and Sens tied at 2 in the first intermission, tied at 1 in the first intermission. Nashville just getting set to host Colorado, and then a little later on tonight, you've got the Mammoth of Utah taking on the New York Rangers. The Calgary Flames are entertaining the Dallas Stars, and the Anaheim Ducks get the Vegas Golden Knights out west. 2 finals from earlier. The Detroit Red Wings they won 4-3 in overtime over the Columbus Blue Jackets, and the Blues 2-1 over the Islanders as well. In the American Hockey League tonight, you get a showdown between the Oilers affiliates, the Bakersfield Condors, and the Ontario Reign. And then in the Western Hockey League, it's the Oil Kings looking to bounce back after a loss to Kelowna. They're in Prince George, rounding out their BC trip. That one goes at 8 o'clock our time tonight. We'll keep you updated as this game goes along. That is the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. It's 3-1 Edmonton in Sunrise. Great game, certainly set to continue to unfold here in Sunrise. We're at the intermission. Cam and Bob are next with more Ford Dealers NHL hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
You've been listening to At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Wherever Canadians raise a glass, you'll find Molson. There's a good reason for that. When you've been in Canada for over 230 years, you get around in the cups and fridges of Canadians, generation after generation. Molson has a beer for everyone. So raise a glass or cup or whatever you pour your Molson in, because it doesn't matter what it's in. It matters where it's from. Canadian, Export, Ultra, Excel, Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
Heard of Uline? You know, the have-it-all in-stock, ready-to-deliver shipping and industrial supply specialists. The company that does things for you that are unheard of, like keeping 41,000 items in stock in our own warehouses. With customer service reps on the line to get you what you need when you need it 24/7, 365 every time. Maybe you heard it here first. Want to hear more? Visit uline.ca. ULINE, your shipping and industrial supply specialists.
Whether you're building a home, a community, or championship team, it doesn't happen overnight. It happens one step, one shift, one brick at a time. Coventry Homes, never done building. The official builder of the Edmonton Oilers, proudly celebrating 50 years. Visit coventryhomes.ca.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer here at the Amerant Bank Arena in Florida. 3-1. Oilers lead the Panthers, getting ready for the second period of play. And tonight's Oilers Hockey Fights Cancer 50-50 presented by Rogers in support of the Alberta Cancer Foundation and the Terry Fox Foundation, providing access to vital support services and treatments while investing in groundbreaking cancer research. Support now by getting your tickets at edmontonoilers.com/5050.
Switch the matchup here to start this period, Cam.
McDavid, Savoy, and Roslovic are out there with Ekholm and Bouchard, and the puck at center ice. Bouchard across to Matthias Ekholm. They got to deal with the Reinhart line as it's drilled into the Panthers' territory. Puck to the left wing corner. Savoy to the line. Ekholm shot. That didn't get through. There was traffic in the high slot. Dumped down into the left wing corner. McDavid battles for it. Knocks down Rodriguez. Rodriguez gets back up. McDavid to the line to Ekholm to Bouchard. Makes a little move. Puck comes off his stick. Rodriguez is going to get it out. He'll skate through the middle over the Edmonton line on the left for Reinhart across. And that went off the stick of McDavid and just wide. Roslovic on the right wing, hit by Reinhart. Rodriguez going to keep it in. We're just underway here in the second. 3-1 Oilers lead. Samoskevich on the left wing point. Off the end boards. It goes to the right wing corner. Balinskis turns, shoots it, and that was tipped wide at the side of the net. Save by Skinner, and the puck comes free to the blue line. Balinskis to Rodriguez, a shot, and he misses the net. Balinskis keeps it in on the left wing point. Now down the left wing to Lundell. He'll get it to the slot. Marchand with a shot, and the save made by Skinner. He held on. Minute 21 gone here in the second. Edmonton up 3-1.
So they're going to go Lundell's line with Marchand out against Dreisaitl's line. We are going to tell you here, we believe Anthony Greer has been dealing with possibly a hand injury, which is maybe why he wasn't willing to drop the flippers there.
Makes sense.
With a former teammate, by the way.
Yes. Marchand to the Lundell, and that's kicked out by Skinner. Got it with a right pad. And the puck along the boards inside the Edmonton zone.
Come on, you got to get the puck out there, don't you?
Colson was attempting, didn't get it done, though. It stays in, and the puck in the right wing corner. Lundell to the blue line. Balinskis makes a move, works to the middle, right wing corner to Lundell. Up to the top of the circle, to the point, the shot, partially blocked, and it rolls as Forsling had shot. It rolls right to Skinner. He'll cover it up. It'll be another face-off in the Edmonton end.
Well, Marchand swung his stick there and clipped the side of Skinner. And Marchand's a great player. He's going to the Hall of Fame, but he knows how to be dirty.
Face-off to the left of Stuart Skinner.
Yeah, this is a real change in terms of what they're trying to do here line matchup-wise.
Henrique against Sam Bennett. Bennett wins the draw. Petrie right point to Verhaeghe. Puck near the cross corner, and off the corner boards was Bennett. It sent in front by Bennett. Chopped towards the net, went off a Nurse. Centering pass, that hit Nurse as well. Trying to get it out was Hyman. He got hit. Verhaeghe got it down low. In behind the net. Greer out to Bennett, and a great save made by Skinner off of Bennett. The puck along the boards and jammed out of the zone by Hyman.
Oilers were the better team of the first. Florida's all over them here in the second.
Henrique into the Florida zone to Frederick, left wing corner. To Henrique, put it in behind the net.
That's the way. Drill him back. Good hit by Hyman.
Greer will get it out to Verhage on the right wing. Into the Oilers zone. Verhage across the blue line. That's peeled off its stick by Henrique. It comes out. Ekholm is able to shoot it in. It's going to go to Podkolzin. He's in the right corner. Mangiapane to the front of the net. Podkolzin on the right wing. Now to Mangiapane. Goes to the right corner with Petrie on him. Mangiapane worked it to the middle. Nobody there for Edmonton. Devine got it out. 3 minutes gone here in the second. 3-1. Oilers lead the Panthers. It goes in behind the Edmonton goal. Bouchard off the right wing boards. Hits the stick. Goes to Ekholm. Now up the left wing to Podkolzin. And over the Panther line across to Draisaitl. The shot. And that went off the right pad of Bobrovsky. But he didn't look confident. Puck goes to the left wing point. Bouchard to the middle. Draisaitl shot. Hits a stick. Goes wide. Ekholm on the right wing. And behind the goal to Mangiapane. To the left wing point to Bouchard. Across Ekholm. Rips it on net and a save made by Bobrovsky. He held on to it. 3:34 gone in the second. 3-1. Edmonton leads. Oilers close out the 7-game swing here tonight.
2 shots in the first period. 1 hit for Connor Clattenburg.
Pretty good.
Under 2 minutes of ice time. And they got their top line out there against this group. Might be a quick change for Chris Knobloch here.
Face off to the left of Bobrovsky. Yeah, and Mark to take the draw against Lundell. It goes to the right wing point. Emberson to the right wing corner. Now in behind the net. To the left. Off the boards to Kulak. His shot saved by Bobrovsky. Lots of traffic. Puck comes out. Marchand on the left. Now to Samiskevich. Comes into the Oilers zone. He never did handle it clean. And Kulak to the left wing. Gave it to Janmark. Didn't quite get it out. Marchand across the one-time shot off the outside of the net by Samiskevich. And the puck along the boards inside the Edmonton end. Over to the right wing. Along the right wing boards, Lundell. Got a free top of the circle. Clattenburg will go cross ice.
Chip it.
For Emberson. Out to center. Now to Clattenburg. In over the Florida line. His shot, and he just put it wide. Lundell coming into the Oiler end. Lundell to the middle and off of Mikkola. Goes to the right corner. Roslovic. He's bringing it out for Edmonton right through the middle of the ice. Over the line to McDavid. Dropping it to Nurse in front. Tip just wide by Savoy. The puck in the left wing corner. The Panther zone.
That was a great pass by Nurse. That puck's got to be in the net for Matt Savoy.
Jones will dump it down. No icing. Puck in the right wing corner. Boquist. Up against the boards on that right side. Rodriguez is trying to spin it free, and it went right off his stick, right to Alec Regula. Right wing to McDavid. He's got some speed. Hits by Forsling. Cross ice pass. But it went to the netminder Bobrovsky. He got it over to the left wing. In behind his net. Balinskis on the left to Greer. Clears it at center. Rodriguez into the Oiler end.
Go back in.
Leaves the puck to Greer. The shot and the save made by Skinner. Puck lifted up and out by Kulak. 5.5 gone in the second. 3-1 Edmonton leads. Greer will come in. He'll shoot it. Oh, that was a changeup. Glove save made by Skinner. After that had gone off a stick. Maybe a face-off in the Edmonton zone.
2 chances for Edmonton to add to the lead. 4-on-2 up the ice, and Nurse found the right guy. Savoy's the right shot. If he's a left shot, that puck's in the net.
How about Clattenburg? He wired it. He missed the net. But
he's got to shoot short side, though. He started the transition the other way.
Face off to the right of Skinner. Puck goes to the middle. Shot and a save made by Skinner. This time off of Cunnin, who got it right off the draw. Safrango in behind the net to Devine. He got it in front of the net. It comes over to the right wing. Petrie to the right wing corner. Centering pass goes through the slot and over to the boards. Emberson across to Kulak. Kulak through the middle of the ice and out. Gregor checked at the Edmonton blue line. Kulak on the left wing for Hyman into the Panthers end on the left side to Kulak into the corner. Puck goes left wing to Kulak behind the net. Hyman tied up. It came free. Gregor up in the air and out. Kulak across his blue line for Matthias Ekholm into the Panthers zone on the right side. Safrango took him to the boards. Petrie in front of his goal. They give it to Devine off the glass and out. Bouchard side his own end now to Draisaitl. They'll get the puck into Podkolzin down the left wing from the angle. Scores! Vasily Podkolzin, short side roofed it from a sharp angle, and it's 4-1 Oilers.
Well, Leon Draisaitl, the one-touch pass down the left side. Is Florida looking for an offside on the zone entry? I think the Oilers were clean there.
I think we're seeing a goalie change. Because it looks like Daniil Tarasov's about to come into the game. 6:45, time of that goal. As Vasily Podkolzin gets his fourth of the year. And out comes Sergei Bobrovsky. And Daniil Tarasov comes into this one. It's his sixth appearance of the season. Tarasov 1-3-1, 2.60 goals against average, .902 save percentage. His last game was November 13th. He made 37 saves in a 6-3 win versus Washington. 4-1 Oilers lead as Ekholm will shoot it in.
Bouchard's got 3 assists.
He's having a day. The puck up into the Panthers zone, and it is Draisaitl at the line. That pass got picked off. Marchand on the right to Samiskevich. He'll shoot it in. That rims on the right wing. Mangiapane to Podkolzin, gets it out to Draisaitl. 1-on-1 with Jones. He'll come in on the right wing. Stops up. Now to Nurse. Fanned on his shot, but he gets it back. Comes down the left wing to the net. A shot, and the save made by Tarasov. Left wing corner. Nurse behind the goal. Clattenburg was looking for it. Mikala got it up the right wing. Marchand got it to center ice. 4-1 Oilers lead here in the second. It's dumped in by Samiskevich. It's on the right wing. Tomasek got hooked a little, lost the puck. It goes to the right wing. Reinhart, right wing corner for the Panthers. His pass broken up by Regula, and he'll get it out through the middle. Balinskis goes in behind his goal, lost an edge. Clattenburg might have got a stick in there a little.
You got a lucky there is what he got.
And the puck dumped into the Oilers zone. And
Tomasek.
yeah, gonna be interference call. All right, Oilers are about to be shorthanded as we've played 8 minutes and 2 seconds of the second period. David Tomasek is going to the box for interference.
86 Edmonton, a minor interference.
4-1, Oilers lead the Panthers. When we come back, the Oiler penalty kill from the Amerant Bank Arena here in Sunrise, Florida. It's Four Dealers, NHL hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Where holiday cheer meets great beer. This season, celebrate at the Canadian Brewhouse. From plated dinners and festive buffets to casual pub-style parties, we've got the perfect space for your crew. Book your holiday party today at thecanadianbrewhouse.com.
Rogers is Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network, so you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even watch Stu steal the show while you're in Sedalia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, this is our game.
From backyard rinks to big arenas under bright lights, electricity powers every moment. At Capital Power, we generate reliable, affordable electricity for OilCountry and beyond, powering innovation, opportunity, and thriving economies across North America. Just like our Edmonton Oilers, we're driven, determined, and lighting up the game. We're powering change by changing power. Get to know us at capitalpower.com.
where holiday cheer meets great beer. This season, celebrate at the Canadian Brewhouse. From plated dinners and festive buffets to casual pub-style parties, we've got the perfect space for your crew. Book your holiday party today at thecanadianbrewhouse.com.
All games, all seasons. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer here at the Amerant Bank Arena, Sunrise, Florida, 4-1. Oilers lead the Panthers. Tomashik goes off for interference. First power play of the game for Florida.
Florida's power play 15th in the league at 20.8%. The Oilers' penalty killing's good, 82.8%, 8th in the league.
Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Off the draw, puck goes to Bouchard. Tried to clear it, hit a stick. Marchand keeps it in on the right wing. To the blue line to Jones. Jones towards the net, right wing to Marchand. Marchand back to the line. Jones to Verhaeghe to Jones. A shot! That hit a body, went wide.
Sure how that didn't go in.
Marchand to the blue line to Jones. Over to Verhaeghe. Verhaeghe down the left wing corner. Rims on the right to Marchand. Marchand pressured by Matt Savoy. Marchand trying to keep it alive. You can't. Henrique got it out.
All right, Savoy and Henrique, you got to go. You just got to go.
Out through the middle. Jones to Reinhart. As Reinhart steps up to the Edmonton blue line. On the right wing to Lundell. Got it around behind the net. It goes to Reinhart, left wing corner. To the left wing point. Marchand across the line to Jones. Now on the right to Lundell. Looks into the middle. The shot put wide by Marchand. And the puck drilled all the way down the ice by Ekholm. 49 seconds to go in the Panther power play. 4-1 Edmonton. 10:45 to go here in the second period. Puck brought in on the left, and it goes to Samiskevich in the right wing corner. Right wing boards to Rodriguez. Taken to the boards. Bennett, right wing, to the blue line. To Balinskis, to Bennett. To Balinskis on the left wing. Samiskevich in front of the net, and that goes off of Skinner, probably off of Rodriguez too, and the puck stays out of the net, and it goes to the right wing point. Bennett down the right wing boards, but right to Kulak, and he got it out. Balinskis to Samiskevich in on the left to Balinskis on the left wing point. A red shot that hits something, goes wide. Bennett to the blue line. Balinskis cross ice. One-timer scores. Samiskevich off the left wing. The one-time shot has got the Panthers to within 2. It's a 4-2 Oiler lead.
And that's going to be an even strength goal as well.
So Mackie Samiskevich gets his third of the season. And the Panthers answer back here in the second period. 10:04 time of the goal. Puck goes into the Oilers zone. Nurse almost lost it. Gets it up the boards and won't get out. Gregor kept it in. Now to Cunnin, right wing corner to the left wing point to Sabrango. Bounce it behind the goal. Devine on the inboards. Devine off the back of the Edmonton net. Slides over to the left wing. Takes a solid hit from Nurse. It's into the skates of Gregor. Gregor gets control, turns and shoots it wide. Sabrango from the left side. His shot, and his save made by Skinner. Puck comes free. Along the right wing boards. Cunnin got dumped down. Henrique gets a loose puck high in the air and out. Jones down the right wing. The angle shot saved by Skinner, and now he finds the rebound. Nurse helped him with it. It hit him in the right shoulder, and it was sitting there loose for a moment. We can take a break. 9:02 to go in the second. 4-2 Oilers lead the Panthers from the Amerant Bank Arena in Sunrise, Florida. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
It's a new era for Ford in Edmonton. Welcome to Big West Ford. Located westbound on Stony Plain Road, just east of the Hendon
today. Big West Ford is Edmonton's newest and most exciting Ford dealership. Whether you're after the legendary F-150, the Powerhouse 350 Super Duty, or the adventurous Bronco, they've got you covered with exceptional selection and service right here in your city. Big West Ford, driven by you. Visit Big West Ford at 18208 Stony Plain Road or online at bigwestford.com.
The same AI-powered technology that helps Oilers fans move through security efficiently at Rogers Place is also available for Edmonton area schools, hospitals, and workplaces. Evolve Technology, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers and official security screening partner of Rogers Place, helps identify potential threats and create safe experiences at hockey games and wherever people gather. Visit Rogers Place to experience Evolve live or check out evolve.com for more information. That's EVOLV.com.
Edmonton knows great teams. For over 60 years, Chemco has helped build Canadian industry and invest in communities nationwide. Employee owned and operated, and with over 2,500 skilled tradespeople, Chemco delivers complete solutions as one partner with many strengths. From engineering to construction, commissioning to maintenance, safely and on schedule coast to coast. Chemco cares, and a commitment to quality, safety, and community drives lasting impact nationally and locally. Learn more at chemco.com. Chemco, building industry, building Canada.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
4-2, Oilers lead the Panthers. 9:02 to go in the second. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're here at the Amarant Bank Arena, Sunrise, Florida. The teams have traded goals here in the second. Vasily Podkolzin for Edmonton. Mackie Samoskevich scoring for Florida.
And Balinskis involved in the offense, and he got one here last year when we were here in late February. They won 4-3 here over the Oilers. They won the two regular season games 6-5. Probably got the better goaltending in both games.
Puck sent down the ice. Tarasov has to play it. Balinskis up the right wing. Only to center. Now goes in past Balinskis. He's got to chase after it. Mangiapane putting the pressure on. Forsling recovers the puck. Goes up in the air and out. And then Greer one touches it to Verhaeghe. Cross ice pass to Bennett. Now back to Verhaeghe, but he missed him with it. Draisaitl takes it in behind the goal. Draisaitl out to center. Goes past Mangiapane, but Balinskis had stepped up into the play, so no icing. It's in behind the Florida goal. Forsling. Up the right wing to Greer. Into the right wing corner it goes. Emberson on the end boards with Bennett. Emberson got it loose to Roslovic, who's got a couple of goals in this game. He will get it out.
He's just got to hit the net with a shot. The way he's going right now, he might score.
Everything's going in. Shot in. Emberson over to Kulak on the left wing. Out through the middle. McDavid to Emberson down the right side. Coming in. Roslovic shot and it's saved by Tarasov. To the right wing point. Emberson to Roslovic. Roslovic to Emberson. His shot and it goes wide of the net. Kulak will come in. He'll put it towards the goal. It goes off a stick. Bounces into the slot. And getting it out is Reinhart. Now in over the line. Pass to Reinhart. He got tied up. Penalty coming up to the Oilers. As Boquist was looking to get it to Reinhart, it's going to be a hooking call. 7:31 to go in the second. 4-2 Edmonton leads, but going to the box is Brett Kulak.
Just a half-second misread there by Edmonton.
Number 27, Edmonton's got a minor for hooking.
It's a penalty. He had it right in there. No question. Got to get a kill here.
That saved a really good scoring opportunity. Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Last time Panthers were on the power play, they didn't score. They scored just after it. Face off to the right of Skinner. Puck to the top of the circle. Verhaeghe to Jones in the middle on the blue line. Cross to Verhaeghe. A shot saved by Skinner. Covers that up. Hit the stick of Matthias Ekholm. He checks it to see if his stick is still intact. And it is.
Lundell at 54.4. Henrique at 58% on the faceoffs.
Face off to the right of Skinner. Lundell getting tossed out of the face-off circle.
They had lots of guys that could
take
draws.
Verhaeghe will do it, and he wins it. Puck goes to Jones, to Verhaeghe on the left. Verhaeghe to Lundell, to Verhaeghe, right corner to Reinhart. To Verhaeghe to Reinhart, out of the right corner, his pass to Marchand, and shot, and he missed. And it goes around the boards and down the ice.
That's real quick puck movement there, though.
Through the middle, Reinhart into the Oiler end to Lundell on the right wing. Off the boards to the blue line. Jones steps in, a shot, and that clangs off the glove of Skinner. Bouchard will rim it. He will get it out past Verhaeghe. Jones will go back and get it. 4-2 Edmonton, 6:45 to go here in the second period. Reinhart at the Edmonton blue line, gets in, stops just inside of it. Into the right wing corner to Lundell. He's up to the top of the circle. A shot, pad save, rebound, scores. Reinhart in front of the net. Slams it in. Oiler lead cut to 4-3. Time of the goal. Reinhart gets his 12th of the year. Reinhart's got points in 6 straight.
And the Oilers have given up 2 goals in this game right in front of the net. One at even strength, which is probably more unforgivable than the one they just gave up in the PK.
At the Florida blue line. Mikkola steps to center, dumps it in. Rimmed on the left by Draisaitl, cleared out by McDavid. Draisaitl after it, pokes it into the Florida zone. Reinhart Bennett turns it up the left wing. Cross ice for Forsling. Crowd now really into it. 4-3 Oilers lead. 6:05 to go in the second period. Draisaitl to McDavid. Now out to center for Bouchard. Just got it in over the line, and Boqvist will go up the left wing, run out of real estate up near his blue line. Mikkola got it out. The puck in the neutral zone. Boqvist on the left wing will softly dump it in. Nurse into the corner with Greer. They crash into the corner boards. Regula to the line. That doesn't get out. Now, looks like that was out, but Jones, a shot saved by Skinner. It was redirected. Now it comes out. The Panthers have to regroup. Jones, rip it right back in. It's off a skate. Cunnin to the left wing corner. Devine goes after it. Gregor is only there for a second. It comes across to Nurse, up in the air and out.
Oilers need to settle down here. It's been a big push from the Panthers.
5 minutes to go in the second. 4-3. Edmonton leads. Dumped into the Oilers zone. It goes to the right wing corner. Gregor got it in behind the net. There's Nurse for Edmonton. To Jack Roslovic. For Nurse. Penalty coming up to the Panthers when they touch it. Roslovic, or make that Mangiapane, forced back. Goes to Regula, now touched by the Panthers. The Edmonton Oilers are going on the power play for the second time in this game.
Well, this could be the game here. You got to get one back.
26 Florida's got a minor slash.
Belinskas goes to the box for the slash. When we come back, Oilers on the power play. 4-3, Edmonton leads. 4:41 to go in the second period. From the Amerant Bank Arena here in Sunrise, Florida. It's Four Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate destination for Oilers games. Stream more matchups than anywhere else. Spectacular! Catch Oilers action all season. Plans starting at $29.99 a month. Subscribe now at sportsnetplus.ca.
Bloom Benefits offers amazing coverage that even the toughest hockey players can get behind. With excellent coverage, they offer things like massage. You want to go? Counseling services. Let's go! Dental coverage. That was not offside. And eye exams. With custom health coverage for any group of any size, Bloom Benefits make every team better, stronger, and healthier. Plans start from just $54 a month. Rethink your benefits today at bloombenefits.ca.
Over the last decade, the world of work has changed dramatically. It's a change that can cause a disconnect between a company and its employees. But a partnership with Aon can help by making decisions that create a more flexible, engaged, and resilient workforce. Aon's experience and expertise, global understanding, and advanced analytics ensure that every client is better informed and better advised so that they can make better decisions. Whatever the next decade brings, Aon is in the business of better decisions.
Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate destination for Oilers games. Stream more matchups than anywhere else. Spectacular! Catch Oilers action all season. Plans starting at $29.99 a month. Subscribe now at sportsnetplus.ca.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer at the Amerant Bank Arena in Florida. 4-3, Oilers lead, 4:41 to go in the second. Balinskis goes to the box. Edmonton with a power play.
Well, basically, both teams scored right at the end of a power play. The Oilers got to get one here to match Florida's power play goal. It's made it a one-goal game.
Oiler power play by Atco Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com. As Roslovic up at the Florida blue line, off the left wing boards into the corner. Mikkola got it loose, and it doesn't get out in front. McDavid shot, and the save made by Tarasov, and that is sent all the way down by Mikkola. What a chance there for Connor McDavid.
Kind of fan on it. The puck was rolling, wasn't it?
It was. But come right to him, right in the slot. Nobody around him as McDavid brings the puck in on the left wing. To the blue line, to Bouchard, to McDavid, left side, top of the circle, goes towards the net, to the corner, in behind it. On the right, and the pass hit the stick of Reinhart, and it comes out.
Shoot the puck, Cam.
McDavid on the right to Draisaitl. Draisaitl with an assist. He's got points in 6 straight. Back to the blue line to Bouchard. Left wing to McDavid. McDavid to Bouchard and just keeps it in. Right wing to Draisaitl. All the way across to McDavid. Missed him with a pass. Forsling will get it out. Bouchard will go in behind the Edmonton goal. 45 seconds left to go in this Oiler power play as Draisaitl up the right wing. Into the Panther zone. Goes by Lundell. A shot saved by Tarasov. And it's cleared out by Jones. McDavid up the right wing, but that's not going to get out, but it will get to Nurse. And Nurse has some room and some time for Roslovic. Stood up at the Florida blue line. Has to dump it in. Tarasov to Sabrango. To the right wing corner to Jones. Can't get it out. Nurse kept it in at the point. Sabrango with the opportunity. Hard off the boards down the ice. Penalty will be over. Edmonton will be 0 for 2 on the power play. 2:40 to go here in the second. 4-3. Edmonton leads. Savoy lost an edge and the puck at the Florida blue line.
They're lucky that's not a lot worse than it could have been. That was scary.
Tomashik will get it in. It goes over to Savoy. He's forced to the left wing inside Panther territory. Goes cross corner for Podkolzin. Up to the top of the circle. Podkolzin on the left wing. Into the left wing corner. Henrique around the boards. It will come out. And it's at center ice. And it's Podkolzin into the Panther zone. Down the right wing. He's going to drive to the net. And the save made by Tarasov. The puck in the left wing corner. Up to the top of the circle. Greer will get it out through the middle. Give it to Verhaeghe. He'll shoot it in. Skinner to play it. Left wing to Mangiapane, now to Kulak. Got it out, but it was
a change here.
It's just beyond Podkolzin. So Edmonton making some quick changes. Balinskis to center ice. Will shoot it in. That hit something on the glass. Almost came right in front of the Edmonton net. Reinhart, right wing corner. With a minute 25 to go here in the second. 4-3, Oilers lead. Janmark came up with a puck and will get out to center ice. That's poked off his stick. Goes all the way down to Tarasov. Balinskis left wing corner. Hacks it up the right wing past Rodriguez and out.
How's that not icy? Not quite sure.
Nurse, side his own end. Through the middle, hit Balinskis. Marchand forced back by Frederick. And we're into the last minute here in the second. Edmonton up by 1. Bounced into the Edmonton zone. Nurse on the left wing for Clattenburg. Clattenburg will get it out. Petrie at his own blue line. Over to Forsling, now to Samoskevich. A shot, and he just put it wide. Forsling on the left wing point. Around the boards on the right, Petrie into the blue line. To Lundell, off of Marchand, into the corner.
Nope, hard.
Nurse to Regula, up the right wing, got it out. That went off of Frederick. It goes back in. It's offside with 22 seconds. Offside against Florida with 22 seconds to go in the second. Edmonton up by 1.
Boy, brave. He's got Clattenburg on the ice in his first NHL game in the final minute of the period. But Colson,
what a drive to the net.
I wonder if they would have challenged that if he scored.
He didn't barrel right into Tarasov, so it probably would have. At his own blue line is McDavid. Through the middle, gets it into Hyman. Now to Draisaitl, the backhand save by Tarasov. Coming across to the left pad. It's cleared out. What a setup. As Draisaitl got sprung in behind everybody. And Tarasov kept it out. That would have been a huge goal for Edmonton. Tarasov just stretching out that left leg just enough on the deke.
Well, that's the league's Rocket Richard Trophy winner, and I think Leon tried to drag it around him.
So close.
5-hole on the backhand, the Marc Messier play. That
5-hole's always there. You just got to hit it.
You just got to hit it.
Because when you pull the puck wide, that 5-hole has to open up.
Right, and Tarasov, that was, you know what, no chance. Leon, the only thing he could do is elevate the puck. Yeah. Tarasov did a great job.
He did.
He did a great job. You know what, you look at it initially, you think 5-hole is the way to go, but it's a great save by Tarasov. Skinner had a couple good saves. Florida's built some momentum off the power plays. And, but Colson chases. Bobrovsky gives up 4 on 17 shots. Oilers were outshot 16-11 in that period, but they're also shorthanded for an extra 2 minutes in that period. Edmonton's got to dig in on the third. There's going to be chances either way.
Oh, this game has been a lot of fun through 40. The final 20 is going to be a blast. So's the second intermission, and it's Brendan Escott and Rob Brown. They're standing by. They got it for you. 4-3, Oilers lead the Panthers after 2 periods from the Emirates Bank Arena in Sunrise. It's Ford Dealers, NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Rogers is Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network, so you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even watch Stu steal the show while you're in Sedalia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, this is our game.
It's our YEG with 880 Chad.
The furries are ready to take flight as the Oil Kings hit the ice for the Bricks Teddy Bear Toss in support of 880 Chad's Santa's Anonymous. Don't miss the biggest game of the year, Sunday, December 7th. Then clap for the Wolfman as the Guess Who howls with their Taking It Back tour with Don Felder, June 10th at Rogers Place. Tickets at Ticketmaster.
For details on these and more events, visit 880chad.com. This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Bouchard side his own end, now to Draisaitl. They'll get the puck into Podkolzin down the left wing from the angle. Scores! Vasily Podkolzin! Short side roofed it from a sharp angle, and it's 4-1 Oilers.
That's our highlight zone, brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos, 3 great locations in Edmonton, St. Albert, and next to Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the winner's zone. Oilers trading goals with the Panthers in that period, and then Sam Reinhart brought it within 1. We sit at 4-3 through 40 minutes of play at Amerant Bank Arena. It's been a great hockey game. Very high event, and as we bring aboard Rob Brown, our Inside the Game analyst, analysts. You were talking to me off air saying that it would be great to be a fan of this team, this Florida team, because whether it's fights or hits or goals, it's high event hockey.
It's always high event. There's no boring moments. They will get a ton of great scoring chances. They give up great scoring chances. They have an all-world goaltender that's going to be in the Hall of Fame who let in 2 absolutely horrific goals today. They're physical. They fight. And obviously they know how to have success. This is as high event as it can get. Even in this game right now, they're still in a hockey game that there's been 7 goals scored through 2 periods. They're down 4-1. And they're battling back. A couple games ago, they were up 5-2 and lost the lead and came back and scored 3 more to make it as either 7-5 or 8-5 that game. So this is a high event team, extremely exciting to watch. And when the Oilers in Florida play, there's action. There's just, you can't turn away because something could happen. And in this game tonight, the happening is the Edmonton Oilers chase the Hall of Fame goaltender to see the backup come in and make 2 fantastic saves to allow the Florida Panthers to stay in this game going into the 3rd period.
Yeah, and I was taken back by some of the goals that were beating Bobrovsky tonight. But having said that, the skill level that Vasily Podkolzin displayed on that goal, that can't be called into question. That was excellent.
The Jack Roslovic goal to start the game, terrible goal on Bobrovsky. He has to have that 100 out of 100 times. The goal that we saw Podkolzin score that chased Bobrovsky was from the goal line. And it's a play, and I've been saying now for 3 or 4 years, because it was the last couple of years that Reed was still working here, I'm saying that, to me, I feel that goalie coaches have to change the way that they teach goaltenders to play in those situations. When I played, nobody tried that from shooting from the blue line. Sometimes you would try shooting from the behind the goal line like a Mario would or a Wayne would to bounce it off the back of the goalie and in, but no one was trying to pick the corner or go off the goalie's head and in the net. So that's why you see goaltenders, they're looking up ice, they're putting their shoulder against the post, but as they're looking up ice, there's about, the size of 2 pucks between their top of their shoulder, their head, and the crossbar. So if you can hit the back of the goalie's head or the back of the goalie's upper back, it can bounce in the net. Again, when I played, nobody could do that. Now you got guys on the 3rd, 4th lines. You've got guys that are 5th, 6th defensemen trying it and are successful with it. And that one right there, it looks like a horrible goal. That's how Bobrovsky is taught to play. That's how 90% of the goaltenders are taught to play. Podkolzin sees, okay, I can take the puck around behind the net and hope that something opens up, or I could fire the puck on net. Maybe I get lucky. Maybe I hit my spot. Podkolzin does. So to me, I don't know. I'm not a goalie coach, but what I see is that is open, and players nowadays are talented enough, and Podkolzin works on that. He works on that in practice. They're talented enough to hit that spot, and because of that, Bobrovsky's night was over, and at that point, the Oilers had a 3-goal lead.
And again, you were thinking that this was just walking on home time, but there is no such thing in the NHL because of the pushback of all teams, let alone the defending 2-time Stanley Cup champions who did push back. They got a goal from Maki Samoskevich, who was wide open. We were laughing at how much dusting of the rafters he did with his stick in the air before getting that one-time shot, and then he made no mistake about it.
Well, yeah, you always have the benefit when you're watching on TV or watching from the press box. You can see where the puck should go. And he had his stick in the air, and I could practically hear him 5,000 miles away. He wanted it. And give the defenseman credit who made the pass, because it was a perfect pass. He froze the goalie, he froze the defenseman. Because he froze the defenseman in front of that, Emerson wasn't able to get into the one-timing shooting lane, and Mackey made no mistake. That was an absolute bomb in and out of the back of the net. And that's why it used to be a 4-1 lead, game is over. You'd milk it. There would be 0 chances, 0 high event plays the rest of the game. You can't play like that anymore. They get a power play, they score. They get another power play, they score. And a game that looked well in command is now 4-3 going in a 3rd period. And I cannot stress enough how big a save at the end of the period that was.
Yeah.
And this is why the game is so fast now, and the players are so talented. The puck was in the Oilers zone with about 7 seconds, 8 seconds to go in the period. In the first period, Evan Bouchard had it with 15 seconds. He just skated behind his net and just waited. This time he has it with about 8 seconds left. He sees a possibility. He throws the puck up. Nice play by Hyman at the blue line. And Leon drives the net. Leon has a breakaway. Leon is the best goal scorer in the National Hockey League over the last 4 or 5 years. He has a breakaway. He scores there. That breaks the hearts of the Panthers. They work so hard in that period, and all of a sudden, for nothing, if Leon scores there. Backup goalie comes in, makes a great save. Great save with 2 seconds or 3 seconds to go in the period. And all of a sudden, the Florida Panthers, they're going into the dressing room right now feeling good about themselves. And the Oilers are thinking about missed opportunities in the middle 20.
So with the 20 minutes remaining here in this one, all not tied up. It's 4-3 Oilers. It kind of feels like a tie game based on how Florida came back in that period. Shots 28-24 for the Cats, by the way. But how do you see Edmonton negotiating the rest of this hockey game? Obviously, it's going to have to be, to me, like, they were so good on the forecheck in period one. Can you get back to that?
Well, they're going to have to. We saw in Tampa 2 nights ago, when you are defending shift after shift after shift, eventually something bad's going to happen. And then when you throw in the fact that it's 2-time Stanley Cup champions, a Marchand, a Lundell, a Reinhardt, a Verhaeghe, a Rodriguez, they got guys that can score. So if you're in your own zone the entire time, one of those are going to find their way past your goaltender. So you've got to force the play by getting things in the offensive zone, dumping and chasing, working the defensemen of the Florida Panthers, get more shots on the backup goaltender. And the biggest thing, you can't take a stick infraction in the third period. The Florida Panthers, they only had the one power play goal, but the other one was right as the power play ended. So they more or less had 2 goals scored because of power plays. The Oilers cannot give those easy opportunities. And, I mean, the Oilers, when they get their power play, and they had one there, again, to extend the lead again, they've got to capitalize. Florida has capitalized on their power plays. The Edmonton Oilers haven't. And third period coming around, this is a huge 20 minutes. If they win or lose, it's not going to change where they end in the standings at the end of the season. But just the general psyche of a team flying home, it means so much to come away with a victory here, 500 road trip. And, I mean, they talked about it on the broadcast tonight. The coaching staff of the Florida Panthers have talked about the Oilers are going to be okay once they start playing on home ice. They've had a tough schedule. Well, if you can get through this tough schedule with a win in Florida on the last game of this trip, that would be huge. If you fall in this hockey game after you had a 4-1 lead, devastating. So big 20 minutes.
That's our Rob Brown. More from Rob in the post-game show. Right now we're at the intermission, and this is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. You know, Alberta's a special place. From the Rockies to the Plains, it's a land of hard work and big dreams. If you're going to tackle it all, you need a truck that can keep up. That's why I can't say enough about my Ford F-150. It's more than a truck. It's a partner. Rugged toughness, serious capability, and smart features that make your life easier, like available Pro Power onboard. The Ford F-150. Get yours today at your Alberta Ford dealer and tell them PB sent you.
I'm Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. And I'm Zach Hyman. And when we're not making juicy sweet passes or having my goals disallowed, we're working for Legacy Heating and Cooling. You know, guys used to call me a plumber. And now they call you an HVAC technician. Nice.
Hey, guys, you're not here to install furnaces. You're here to sing the jingle.
Oh.
Well,
okay. Call Legacy. Call Legacy.
No payments and no interest for 1 year from qualified installers. Legacy Heating and Cooling.
Experience the exciting casino action at 3 Century Casino locations. Edmonton, St. Albert, and Century Mile. Dine at one of their amazing restaurants featuring daily specials. Take in the ultimate game day experience at Selly Sports Bar and Lounge. Check out the best in live entertainment at any amazing location. Plus, enjoy a great selection of casino gaming options and off-track betting. Feel the thrill of live horse racing at Century Mile Racetrack. Don't miss a second of the action at Century Casino.
Now this
This update from the Canadian Press. A cultural break between Canada and the U.S. was one of the topics discussed at the annual Halifax International Security Forum. A U.S. independent senator, Angus King from Maine, says the idea that Canadians don't think of Americans as their friends and neighbors anymore is the deeper problem amid an ongoing trade war between the two countries. Foreign Affairs Minister Anita Anand told reporters at the G20 summit in Johannesburg today that Canada is utilizing every opportunity to ensure the country's interests are asserted both multilaterally and bilaterally. United Nations climate talks in Brazil have reached a subdued agreement to deliver more money to countries hardest hit by climate change to help them adapt to the wrath of extreme weather. But today's agreement doesn't include an explicit detailed map to phase out fossil fuels or strengthen inadequate emissions-cutting plans. From the Canadian Press, I'm Lisa Laporte.
Looking for custom flags, banners, or canopy tents? Aurora Flags and Banners has a dedicated team to provide you with custom solutions and quality products. Aurora Flags has proudly serviced Canadian businesses and organizations for more than 30 years. Get a quote today at auroraflags.com.
If you ever find yourself needing collision repair, CarStar is here to help make accidents unhappen. Any make, any model. That said, there are some accidents CarStar can't make unhappen, such as accidentally waking a hibernating bear, accidentally biting into a raw habanero pepper, accidentally throwing a frisbee at a beehive. CarStar, Canada's trusted collision repair expert, is here to make car accidents unhappen. For a location near you, visit carstar.ca.
When the Oilers are on the ice, the big hits are a part of the game. But they shouldn't be a part of your drive. If you've been injured in a car collision, let James H. Brown & Associates and their over 200 years of combined injury law experience help you. Locally owned and proud Edmonton Oiler fans, James H. Brown & Associates is ready to support you with their unrivaled experience, unrivaled results, and unrivaled commitment. When accidents happen, head to jameshbrown.com.
Looking for custom flags, banners, or canopy tents? Aurora Flags and Banners has a dedicated team to provide you with custom solutions and quality products. Aurora Flags has proudly serviced Canadian businesses and organizations for more than 30 years. Get a quote today at auroraflags.com.
This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Quickly, we go to the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. 10 other games in the league tonight. A couple of finals we'll get to, but it's the Maple Leafs and Canadians in Montreal. Habs have a 4-1 lead there. Other Canadian action has the Sharks and Senators tied at 2 in San Jose. Later on, you've got the Flames and the Stars. And earlier, there was the Red Wings beating the Blue Jackets in overtime, and the Blues 2-1 over the Islanders. In the American Hockey League, in about an hour's time, you've got the Bakersfield Condors hosting the Ontario Reign, and then over in Prince George, it's Western Hockey League action with the Oil Kings looking to get back on track as they end their BC road trip. That's your out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. It's 4-3 in Sunrise. We send it back to Cam and Bob for third period action. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Drivers seeking power, performance, and unbeatable value don't need to look any further than Freedom Ford. From the legendary F-150 to the rugged Bronco, the versatile Bronco Sport, and full lineup of SUVs built for every adventure, there's a perfect ride for every driver and every lifestyle. With financing rates starting at just 0%, hitting the road has never been easier or more affordable. Visit Freedom Ford on 75th Street in Edmonton and experience the thrill of driving your dream vehicle today.
As the official medical imaging provider to the Edmonton Oilers, MIC ensures precision in every shot. And if you need medical imaging attention, you can count on MIC to get you back in the game. Whether it's a classic wrist shot, that is, X-ray, soft tissue scan, or advanced imaging, MIC provides timely and expert diagnosis. So go where the pros go and book an appointment at any of their 15 convenient Edmonton and area locations. Learn more at mic.ca.
Our people, our team. It's what business owners almost always say is their most important resource. But strong businesses don't just find great people. They make sure their teams stay healthy, engaged, and performing at their best. A benefits plan from Alberta Blue Cross is more than just drug and dental. They support the whole person with flexible coverage levels that fit the size and circumstance of your business. Find a plan that gets results at ab.bluecross.ca.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Amerant Bank Arena in Sunrise, Florida. Oilers up 4-3 on the Panthers as we're getting set for the third period. And the Oilers Hockey Fights Cancer 50-50 presented by Rogers. It's back when life-changing jackpots tonight. Jackpot $319,000 and climbing. Our next lucky winner could be you. Get your tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com/5050. McDavid, Roslovic, and Savoy to start it off here in the third with Bouchard and Ekholm, and it's shot in by Matthias Ekholm. Mikkola into the corner with Roslovic on him, up against the boards. McDavid got it back to the line. Bouchard shot, and he fanned on it, and it goes to the right wing corner. Reinhart will get it out. That'll go to Rodriguez into the Oiler end down the right wing. A shot save made by Skinner. That one hit him up high. McDavid up the right wing to Roslovic. Roslovic's got a couple of goals in this game. He'll shoot it in. Tarasov to the right wing corner. Rodriguez gave that away. Oh, that just went off the stick of Draisaitl. Mikkola will get it out. Side his own end. Emberson to Kulak. Up to Mangiapane, directs it in. Mikkola turns on it. Draisaitl right on him. They're in behind the Florida goal. Puck goes loose at the side of it. Forsling will get it out. Up the right wing to Verhaeghe. Into the Oiler end. To the right side. One hands it in front. He put it right through the crease. Puck up near the blue line where Bennett had kept it in. It'll go across to Kulak. Now on the left to Mangiapane. Just got it inside the blue line, and Balinskis will clear it out. Draisaitl drills the puck right back in. Edmonton will make some changes. We're just underway here in the third. 4-3. Oilers lead the Panthers. Last game of a 7-game trip. Edmonton 2-3-1 so far on this road trip. Out to center ice it goes. Marchand into the Oiler end. To the left wing corner. Right in behind the net. Nurse around the boards. It hits Petrie. Edmonton will get it out. Henrique, cross ice on the right wing for Frederick. So backhand it in. Tarasov out to play it. Came into this game after the fourth Oiler goal. That was in the second period. Sergei Bobrovsky was the starting netminder on the right wing boards. Henrique to the blue line for Regula. Over to Nurse. Nurse makes a little move. Comes down the left wing. A shot. And he puts it off the outside of the post. Puck to the front of the net. And Sabrango got it over to the right wing. Up in the air and out.
Real nice move by Nurse. And he almost beat the big man. He's a 6'5" goaltender. I'm not sure you're going to be able to beat him roof job.
Nurse holds on to it in his own end as the Oilers switch up the forwards.
And they're switching up their forecheck depending upon who's on the ice for Florida.
Yeah, Mark got it to the blue line. Mikkola on the left. Oh, he gave that one to Cunnin, and he got drilled by Emberson right at the Edmonton blue line. To center ice, Tomášek spun around in front of the Panther bench. Emberson steps up on the play, shoots it in. The left wing, Mark to the point. Kulak couldn't get a shot through. Puck goes to the left wing. Plattenberg lost his helmet. He's got to go off the ice. It's cleared out. On the left wing, Gregor will shoot it in. In behind his net, Kulak to the right for Emberson. On the right wing for Savoy. Savoy into the Panthers zone to Roslovic. Cross ice to McDavid. McDavid in front to Savoy, but off his stick over to the boards. Forsling into the corner. Forsling left wing corner. To Boqvist. Cross ice to Rodriguez. To Balinskis. And off his stick wide of the Edmonton net. He had Bouchard on him. Goes to Boqvist on the right wing point. Dumped it in behind the Edmonton net. To Bouchard on the right wing. He'll find McDavid. He'll get to center. He'll dump the puck in. Roslovic goes after it. It's in behind the Panthers net. Balinskis on the right wing to Reinhart. Get it to center ice for Boqvist. He'll dump the puck in, go off for a change. As we're 4 minutes into the third, 4-3, Edmonton leads the Panthers. Regula on the left to Nurse, up to Mangiapane. That goes off his stick and into the Panther zone. It's in behind the net. Bennett squeezes by all the traffic, comes up with the puck, and he'll give it to Verhaeghe on the left wing. Takes a hard hit from Regula and dumps the puck in. Draisaitl on the boards, but pinching down Jones. Centering pass. That hit a skate, goes over to the left wing.
They've wrapped it up here.
Here's Bennett, a shot, misses on the short side. Verhaeghe out of the right wing corner. Goes in behind the Edmonton goal. He stops, steps out to the right. Gets up to the top of the circle. Now to the blue line through the middle. Missed Mikkola with it, and it's Draisaitl through center ice. In over the line, across the pod, Coles, and glances off the stick of Jones. And the puck in the neutral zone. Draisaitl left wing to Frederick. A shot saved by Tarasov. He'll hold on to it. 5:01 gone in the third. 4-3 Oilers leading the Panthers here at Amerant Bank Arena.
It's been another pretty good hockey game.
Good intensity. Good opportunity, both ends. Evan Bouchard, 3 assists in this game. Jack Roslovic has a pair of goals. Leon Draisaitl extending his point streak to 6 games with an assist. Hyman into the left wing corner. Now to Trent Frederick. We'll give it to Zach Hyman. Pinned by Jeff Petrie. Marchand got it free to Sabrango. Up in the air and out. Glove down by Kulak. Get it across to Ty Emberson. Long pass off the left wing. That's too far for Hyman. It's icing against the Oilers. Oilers will be at home on Tuesday. It'll be the Dallas Stars in town. Oil Kings are on the road. They're ending up their BC road trip. They're in Prince George tonight. Playing a very good Prince George Cougars team. Faceoff will be to the right of Stuart Skinner. Lundell against Henrique. It's in their skates. It gets into the slot. There's Frederick off the left wing boards. Oh, and he got taken out by Balinskis. Old school hip check. And the puck into the left wing corner. Centering pass by Hyman. It goes through the slot. And Marchand at center will dump it in. Crowd still buzzing about that check. Puck on the right point. Balinskis will help it around the left wing corner. Forsling. The left wing boards. To Samoskevich to the blue line. Balinskis, a shot that just goes wide. Samoskevich, a shot. He got it on net. Save made by Skinner. And he finds a rebound and covers it up. There was a loose puck for a moment. And Stuart Skinner got his glove on it. We get the whistle. 6 minutes, 6 seconds gone here in the third. 4-3 Oilers lead the Panthers. We'll be right back from the Amerant Bank Arena in Sunrise, Florida. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Rogers is Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network, so you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even watch Stu steal the show while you're in Sedalia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, this is our game.
Steelhaus Triton, 2 legendary oilfield services brands, 1 powerful partnership. Rooted in innovation, reliability, and a steadfast commitment to excellence, Steelhaus is proudly 100% Canadian-owned and locally manufactured. With over 15 field service locations across the prairies and up to the Rockies, they deliver world-class energy solutions with unmatched responsiveness, helping their customers thrive in the most demanding environments. Steelhaus Triton, engineered for performance, built in Canada. Visit steelhausinc.com for more information.
It's time to sell, Oilers fans. Play Alberta's biggest offer ever is here. For a limited time only, new players can receive a $1,000 casino bonus when they sign up. Don't miss your shot, because there's never been a better time to join the fun. Visit playalberta.ca today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery all in one app. That's playalberta.ca. Must be 18 plus to play. Remember, if you gamble, please use your game sense.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon, along with Bob Stauffer, we're in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. 4-3 Oilers lead. 6 minutes, 6 seconds has been played here in the third period.
Roslovic's at 57% this year when he's taking draws. He's the right side draw right now with McDavid and Savoy. He's out there to take it against Boquist.
Roslovic wins the draw. Bouchard will get it out up the left wing. Off of McDavid. Jones turning on it, but McDavid right on him. It goes to the right side. Savoy along the boards with Jones pinning him. Puck is loose. Boquist up the left wing for Reinhart. Across to Rodriguez. Now to Mikkola. The backhand. Great save made by Skinner. As Mikkola jumped up into the play. And a tremendous opportunity for the Panthers to tie it. The Oilers get it to center ice, dumped in by Ekholm. Mikkola out from behind his net.
And he scored 2 goals against Edmonton last year.
Comes into the Oilers zone down the right wing. Left it in behind the goal. Regula out with it to center ice. Brought in by Mangiapane to Draisaitl. Could not get it past Greer. Greer on the left wing to Bennett. Will shoot it in. Draisaitl up near the blue line. Into the skates against Vasily Podkolzin. Podkolzin off the boards and out with it. Right to Mangiapane. Mangiapane into the Florida end. Taken out in the corner by Forsling. Puck along the boards. Bennett hit hard by Podkolzin. Balinskis up the left wing to Verhaeghe now into the middle to Bennett. Bennett steps over the Edmonton blue line. A pass across. A glove save by Skinner off of Greer, who one-touched it towards the net. And Stuart Skinner with a great stop.
That's his best save of the game. And Connor McDavid broke up a wonderful opportunity for the Panthers. If it's me, I'm cutting down here to 10 forwards. The final 12 minutes of this game.
Face off to the left of Skinner. Samoskevich along the right wing to Marchand, right wing corner. Up to Samoskevich. A shot that's off the arm of Skinner and out of play.
They just keep coming at you right now, eh? Like, really, since the start of the second period, Florida's really turned it on here. But they play simple and direct and hard. And they're winning puck battles along the walls. Edmonton's going to have to dig in. They're going to crash in and support Henrique if he loses a draw to Lundell.
4-3 Oilers lead. Almost 8 minutes gone here in the third period. We get a glove pass in the neutral zone. Get a whistle. Shots are 33-25 in favor of the Panthers. Actually, a face-off will be outside the Panther blue line.
Tarasov's been good since he's been in there. The Oilers haven't had a lot of shots, but they've been pretty high caliber.
Henrique wins the draw in the neutral zone. Emberson on the right. Snaps the puck in. Gets into the skates of Petrie. He's being pressured as Henrique.
So why do you have 3 guys down so low here?
Marchand. He'll get it out. Marchand at the Edmonton blue line. Put it in to the zone softly. Emberson around the boards. Sabrango kept it in left wing point. It's in behind the Edmonton net. Marchand back to the right point. Petrie shot. That doesn't get through. Samoskevich in the right wing corner. Hyman's stick broke. He went and got another one. Marchand on the right to the blue line. To Petrie in the middle. On the left wing, Sabrango. A shot. And that one hit Emberson. Goes wide. Out of the right corner. The shot by Marchand into the glove of Skinner. And he's able to hold on. Panthers are really pressing. 8:40 gone here in the third. Edmonton up by 1. Roslovic has scored twice. Ekholm and Podkolzin also for Edmonton. It has been Lundell, Samoskevich, and Reinhart for the Panthers. Face off to the left of Skinner as Draisaitl will take the draw against Rodriguez. All right. Draisaitl wins it. Ekholm around the boards. That goes off of Jones and into the bench of the Oilers.
Interesting decision here by Chris. That McDavid, Draisaitl, and Roslovic out there. Is Leon just out there to win the draw?
Maybe so. I'm guessing that's the case. Reinhart will have to come in and take the draw against Draisaitl.
And he can win draws.
In their skates, it goes to McDavid. Draisaitl will go to the Oiler bench. Now across on the right to Roslovic. Into the Panthers zone. Off the boards to McDavid. Right wing corner to the right wing point. Bouchard over to Ekholm. To McDavid in the right corner. To the blue line. Bouchard, a shot that's blocked. It's poked on net. Save made by Tarasov. Great chance in front of the net for Janmark. And it's cleared out. Reinhart will get to it. He's trying to make a move on Bouchard. A backhand right. Stop by Skinner. Skinner just got enough of that backhand. And the puck comes out. And it's McDavid down the left wing to the net. Poke check by Tarasov. The puck goes to the right wing corner. Forsling out to center ice for the Panthers. He'll shoot it in. Left wing corner to Nurse, off the boards and out. And Draisaitl down the left wing to Mangiapane. They got taken out. It goes off the stick of Bennett. Greer, the right wing to Verhaeghe. Verhaeghe at his own blue line with Mangiapane on him, and the puck loose to Bennett, now to Forsling. At center ice to Greer. To Bennett, to Greer, to Bennett. Into the Oiler end. We'll flip it to the left wing corner. 9:49 to go in the third. 4-3. Oilers lead the Panthers. Draisaitl able to get it out. Off the stick of Hyman. He'll go after it in the Panthers zone. He's in the left wing corner. Taken to the boards by Balinskis. Frederick on the left wing with Forsling on him. In behind the net, it goes to Henrique. Over to the left wing. Henrique to the point. The shot by Kulak, and that was directed over the Panthers' net. Frederick to the left wing. Frederick hit by Bennett. Puck goes to the middle of the ice. Greer there for Florida. He'll get it out.
Good shift. Get it back up ice.
Emberson on the right wing off of Hyman into the Panthers zone. Lundell goes in behind his net, off the right wing boards and out. It's right in front of the Panthers bench.
Too many.
Marchand comes in on the right, makes a move. He'll go to the net. He won't get a shot. Now to Samoskevich, the shot and the save made by Skinner. There's a penalty coming up to the Oilers. And now everybody gathers into a great big pile at the side of the Edmonton net. Edmonton's about to be shorthanded, though, probably. As the pile breaks up. 8:51 to go in the third. 4-3 Edmonton leads. Hyman's going to the box. And the Edmonton Oilers will be shorthanded.
Number 18, Edmonton's got a minor for hooking.
All right. Oilers on the penalty kill when we come back. 8:51 to go in the third. 4-3. Oilers lead the Panthers. from the Amerant Bank Arena here in Sunrise's Ford Dealers NHL hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey folks, Paul Brandt here. Around these parts, we work hard, play hard, and we demand the best. Sometimes you need a truck that's a cut above. The Ford Super Duty. Tough enough for any job with the style and luxury you deserve. It's as powerful as it is refined with cutting-edge features that make every drive a pleasure. In short, this ain't your everyday pickup. The Ford Super Duty. Drive the finest truck Alberta has to offer today at your Alberta Ford dealer. And tell them PV sent you.
At Northern Lakes College, students work, raise their family, and complete their certificate, diploma, or partnership degree. With NLC's supported distance learning model, you can do it all in a flexible online classroom. Explore a variety of programs from academic upgrading to university studies, including a wide range of programming available through continuing education. Skate into your new career in a learning environment that works for you. NorthernLakesCollege.ca. Learn where you live.
Did you know that there are 9 Napa Auto Parts stores serving the greater Edmonton area and have been doing so for more than 50 years? Since Napa first opened in Edmonton, the community has grown and vehicles have changed, but you can always trust Napa Auto Parts to provide you with the expert know-how and the best vehicle parts. And if that isn't enough, every time you visit a Napa Auto Parts store when you present your AMA card, you receive an additional 10% discount on all retail parts and accessories. Visit your local Napa Auto Parts store for more offers and expert know-how. Napa Auto Parts is a proud fan of the Edmonton Oilers.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Zach Hyman to the box. Panthers on the power play. They're 1 for 2 with the man advantage. 4-3 Oilers lead, 8:51 to go in the third.
Well, they're really 2 for 2 because they scored within seconds of the first power play that they had. And Edmonton's really 1 for 2 because they scored within seconds of the first power play they had.
Puck goes to Matthias Ekholm off the left wing boards and down the ice. Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Jones through the middle to Reinhart. Into the Edmonton zone, flips the puck to the right wing corner. It goes in behind the net around to Verhaeghe. Off the left wing to the blue line to Jones to Verhaeghe. Left wing corner to Reinhart. To Verhaeghe, top of the circle. To Reinhart, out to Jones, across. The one-timer, good save made by Skinner off of Lundell. And Ekholm will get it through the middle and down.
Well, the Oilers, Matt Savoy supported the puck and created the turnover there for Edmonton.
Jones at his own line to Reinhart, to Marchand to Reinhart. Reinhart will shoot it in. That sails up on the glass. Goes into the corner. Kulak along the boards. Will get it loose. Ty Emberson all the way down the ice with it. Tarasov will set it in behind his net. Out from behind it. Balinskis to Bennett. On the right wing to Rodriguez. Rodriguez into the Oilers zone to Boquist. The shot save made by Skinner. And he covers it up. Bennett was going to the front of the net and got his stick on it. They get the whistle with 7:32 to go in the third, and Edmonton up 4-3.
And out come McDavid and Draisaitl, 41 seconds left. The Florida's got their second unit on the ice. A second unit that features 4 forwards.
Face off to the right is Skinner. Puck to the corner. Bouchard hammers it around the glass, but Balinskis will keep it in for Boquist to the right. He'll go to the right corner. Bouchard got it free, and Draisaitl on the backhand all the way down.
McDavid forced the turnover. Some backside support.
Balinskis through the middle. Now to Bennett. The Edmonton line to Boquist. Comes in on the left. Jams the puck around to the right. It comes in front to Bennett. Bennett has to go to the right wing corner. Bennett up near the blue line. Saucers it across to Balinskis, skipped it over his stick, and it comes out. Penalty is over. Florida doesn't score, and steal by McDavid. Will come in over the line to Nurse. A shot kicked out by Tarasov. And it's in the right wing corner. Florida now 1 for 3 on the power play. Puck on the left wing point. Nurse across the line to Regula. Regula shot it to the right corner. Henrique around the boards to Hyman, in behind the goal, over to the left. Hyman with a couple of moves, in behind the net, out front to Henrique. Shot blocked in front of the net. Samoskevich will get it out, and at center, shoots it in. Out from behind his goal is Nurse. Right wing to Regula. Regula taken to the boards. Mikala to Greer. Right into the Oiler end. Left wing to Devine. And behind the net to Greer. Greer knocks down Regula, and the puck go off the net. What went on there? The net got moved.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We get the whistle. We'll take a break.
Will we?
All right. Or maybe we won't. The teams thought we were.
And we are.
Oh, we are. Okay. Fair enough. 5:55 to go in the third. 4-3. Oilers lead the Panthers from the Emirates Bank Arena here in Sunrise. It's Ford Dealers NHL hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Don't look now, but I think we're being followed.
Oh, that's just my Fountain Tire sidecar.
Well, they're driving pretty close.
Because they're attached.
Save up to 15% on select tires until December 13th.
Cool.
Plus, get up to $125 off a set of 4 Goodyear tires.
Anything else?
Get $50 off a $150 service when you buy those tires.
Well, that's handy.
Yep.
And weird.
Well, I love my Fountain Tire sidecar.
Book your appointment online today. Restrictions apply. Fountain Tire. We're on this road together, Canada.
Over the last decade, the world of work has changed dramatically. It's a change that can cause a disconnect between a company and its employees. But a partnership with Aon can help by making decisions that create a more flexible, engaged, and resilient workforce. Aon's experience and expertise, global understanding, and advanced analytics ensure that every client is better informed and better advised so that they can make better decisions. Whatever the next decade brings, Aon is in the business of better decisions.
Do you have tickets to an upcoming event at Rogers Place that you can't attend? Donate your tickets to the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation Seats for Kids program, presented by Eagle Builders. Seats for Kids provides unused game tickets for charities, allowing children and families to enjoy hockey at Rogers Place. And for many, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. To be a part of the Seats for Kids program presented by Eagle Builders, please email edmonton@kidsupfront.com. That's edmonton@kidsupfront.com.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer here at the Emirates Bank Arena in Sunrise, Florida. 5:55 to go in the third. 4-3, Edmonton leading. Broadcast brought to you by Ford, official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Ready, set, Ford. Face off in the Edmonton zone to the left of Stuart Skinner. Puck gets into the right corner. Draisaitl off the boards, up to Henrique. He will clear it out. Forsling to his own end on the left wing to Reinhart. Cross ice, Balinskis gets to center, shoots it in. Vasily Podkolzin high in the air and out. Forsling at his own blue line to Rodriguez, across to Forsling. Gave it to Reinhart. That was offside. He had to wait for a moment. And now Bouchard has it for the Oilers. And it's Bouchard to center. He'll dump it in. That rims on the left. Goes to the left corner boards. Forsling. Now to Lundell. Lundell going in behind his net. Up the left wing. Lundell up in the air and out with it. Kulak with Marchand right on him. He's in behind the goal, gets away from him, pass on the right for Hyman. He ran into Mikala. Puck goes to the right corner. Hyman, he'll center that off the netminder. Tarasov got his stick on it. And Marchand to Mikala. Mikala at center ice will dump it in. Puck in the left wing corner. Inside the Oilers zone. Kulak off the boards to the line. And Mikala only kept it in for a second. That comes out. Kulak to his own zone, right wing for Matthias Janmark. Into the middle, that's turned over. Bennett walks in, the shot, and he whistles it wide of the Edmonton net to the right point. Puck along the right side for Hagee. Right wing corner. Top of the circle, a shot, pinballs wide of the Edmonton goal. Roslovic off the right wing boards, got it out. Janmark with a little play to McDavid. Into the Florida, and a shot, and he misses glove side. The puck near the line. Jones got it out. Under 4 minutes to go in the third. 4-3. Oilers lead the Panthers. Forsling through the middle. That's offside as that puck brought in. And Bennett was in early. 3:51 to go in the third. 4-3, Oilers lead.
Can't beat yourself. Turnover in the neutral ice area. Janmark put that in a real bad spot for Roslovic, and the Oilers are lucky. And we said the Oilers would cut down to 10 forwards. They've cut down to 10 forwards. We haven't seen a lot of Klattenberg or Tomashik here come crunch time.
Face off outside the Edmonton blue line. Todd Colson against Rodriguez. Forsling will get it at center ice. He shoots it in. Nurse scooped it around to Regula. Mangiapane off the boards. Just kept in by Rodriguez. Regula will stop in behind the Edmonton net with it. On the left to Draisaitl. Pushes the puck into the Florida zone. Balinskis up the boards. That's not going to get out. Kept in by Nurse to the right wing corner. Draisaitl along the right wing boards. It's hacked over to the left. Rodriguez now to Boquist. Boquist will get it out to Balinskis at center ice. He'll dump it in. Nurse in his own end, across to Regula, up the right wing, off of Mangiapane, now to Henrique, into the Panther zone, stops on the right wing. Edmonton making some changes, so Henrique has to play the puck in behind the net. Lundell out through the middle of the ice, forced over to the left, shoots the puck in, that rides up on the glass, goes to the right, Tarasov goes to the bench for the extra attacker. It's now 6-on-5, that puck stolen. Here's McDavid, he's got the empty net, scores! Connor McDavid gives the Oilers a 5-3 lead.
And you could just feel the collective gasp from the crowd. The moment Connor gets it, they know it's over with that speed. Wrong guy to have a turnover there.
It's 10th of the year, 17:20 time of the empty net goal. So still a lot of time here. But the Oilers have a 5-3 lead. Draisaitl.
You know they're gonna pull him again here.
Oh, for sure they are. There's 2:40 left. Tons of time. Puck shot in by Jones. There goes Tarasov to the bench for the extra attacker. Ekholm will shoot it towards the net, and that's off a stick. That's rolling to the goal and just wide.
Wow.
That went off of Marchand's stick, so it wasn't going to be icing, and it just missed. Shot in by Samoskevich. Ekholm high in the air and out. Janmark on the right wing to Savoy. Scores! Matt Savoy with the empty net goal. Great play by Janmark to stay onside. And the Oilers are up 6-3.
Well, almost the opposite of what happened against the Washington Capitals for Edmonton tonight. Savoy with his third into an empty net.
And Janmark had to straddle the blue line, and his momentum was going the wrong way and just barely stayed onside. Oilers up 6-3. That is 17:47 time of that goal for Matt Savoy.
Ekholm should get an assist on that, I believe, as well as Janmark.
Puck dumped into the Oiler end. It comes in front of the net all the way back to the line. Sabranko to Petrie, his shot.
Good
that
block.
was blocked. Klattenberg broke his stick on the block.
Boys like that.
Yep. Regula will get it high in the air and out to Frederick on the left. Frederick centering pass. Jam just wide by Tomashik. Out of the right corner. Frederick, a shot. That hit Klattenberg. Puck in the right wing corner. 6-3 Oilers lead. Minute 38 to go here in the third. Puck goes to the left wing corner. Frederick. And behind the net it goes to Sabranko. Will rim it. Won't get out. Klattenberg keeping it in. It's in his skates. That dug out of there by Devine. And Devine will weave his way up near center, then lose the puck to Savoy. Savoy comes in, shoots it, blockered away by Tarasov. Devine to center ice. He'll dump it in. Skinner around the boards with it on the right. Emberson into the corner. Verhaeghe right on him. Verhaeghe gets it loose. We're into the last minute here in the third. 6-3. Oilers lead the Panthers. Puck on the right wing point. Polinskis to Greer. Checked on the play, and it's Janmark trying to split the D. He'll go to the net. The shot. Tarasov the save.
On a penalty. Broke a stick on him.
Puck on the right wing boards to the point. Emberson to Kulak. A shot tipped on net. Tarasov the save, and he covers it. 36 seconds to go in the third. Oilers up 6-3 as we get some jostling. Now Clattenburg is at the big hug on Greer. And now, Greer takes a swing at Clattenburg, and that draws everybody in. Greer took a swing at Clattenburg. It was tied up. I don't think he connected. Greer's in the middle of it. Clattenburg has got Polinskis draped all over him. And they break it up.
Fans are going to love this guy. They'll probably get a power play for the final 36 seconds. Mind you, Greer they just might make this even. Look at the boys.
Yeah, they love it. As Clattenburg skates across and will go to the Oiler dressing room, as will Greer. Greer's got lots to say as he's shown the gate.
Well, he's in a position to have lots to say after joining this team last year. But Edmonton's going to get the victory tonight. And if Mr. McCauley, who's the veteran official here, is smart, he'll just even this up because Greer, yes, Clattenburg was going to get a minor, but Greer sort of exasperated the situation. We do believe that Greer was playing with a hand injury, which is why he couldn't fight. And he's a tough guy. You can chuck him, A.J. Greer.
They're going to sort out this. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they just even this up. 36 seconds left. Oilers get a couple of empty net goals. They're up 6-3. It was McDavid from Ekholm on the one empty netter, then Savoy from Janmark and Ekholm. Well, extra two's going to Edmonton.
Some
Emberson getting the extra two.
Non-usual suspects out on the ice here. They got their fourth line out there.
Yeah. All right, face off in the Oiler end to the right of Skinner. Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Puck out. Whoa, that went off the glass and out of play. And a fan got it, and the crowd cheers. Another face-off in the Oilers zone. 30 seconds to go here in the third. Goes to the point. Petrie on the right. Right side. Devine will shoot it. Pad save made by Skinner. Sabrango kept it in. It goes to the middle of the ice. There's Henrique, and he will get it out. 15 seconds left. Petrie at the side of his goal. The left wing to Sabrango. Dump it in. Off the end glass. Goes to the right wing. Bad angle shot. Saved by Skinner. The game's over. The Edmonton Oilers win this one 6-3 over the Florida Panthers. And they end off the 7-game road trip with a win. They will go 3-3-1 on the trip. And 6-3 the final here against the Panthers. Couple of empty net goals as they go to congratulate Stuart Skinner, who was busy. He had to deal with 38.
Good start tonight.
Yep, 38 Florida shots. And
they threw everything at the net as this game wore on. It's part of what they do. And look, they had a bunch of guys out. Edmonton had some important guys out, too. Florida had more out. Make no mistake about it. They showed their championship medal with, how they stayed in the fight. Okay. We'll have Jack Roslovic coming up.
All right, we got Jack Roslovic downstairs, Cam Moon, Bob Stauffer upstairs. Jack, how'd you see this game tonight?
We came out strong. We took it to them. We played hard. We forechecked the right way. We played defense the right way, and we got to win.
Lots of energy, but you also got to break, right? I mean, let's face it, and sometimes you got to capitalize on them. And I don't know if you called the first one, but maybe you were unlucky not to have gotten the Hattie tonight. But just a thought on, your goaltender at the end of the day outplayed their guy.
Yeah, Stu played great. I think we're, we have an onus on our goalies, and they've been stepping up, and it's been amazing to watch them, get better and want to get better and improve, and play great for us, and that's just such a big, rock for our D and for our forward. So it was great to see them. Stu get the win on the battle, and make some great saves, and like I said, get the win.
Connor Clattenburg makes his NHL debut, and he had shots on net. Yeah, it was electric. I thought. Wait, what was it like for you guys? How much energy did he bring to the team?
Tons. He's a very serious but happy young guy who just loves to just get out there and go. So it's amazing to see him go and to bring energy like you said to just get it going.
Well, who else is going right now? You're going pretty good. Let's keep her going. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. Right on. Thanks. There's Jack Roslovic downstairs. He had a couple of goals tonight. The Edmonton Oilers win this one 6-3. Yeah, clearly the rest of the team enjoyed having Connor Clattenburg up from Bakersfield and the enthusiasm that he brought to the team. So, yeah, I thought the Oilers played well in Tampa. They don't win. They lose in overtime. There were some positives for sure in that game in Washington. And Rob Brown said it before the game that things were trending in a good way, and they were able to keep it going here tonight.
Yeah, no question. I mean, they close out the road trip the right way and capitalize against an undermanned team. Their goalie was better than their goalie, and he had a solid bounce-back game, and you'll take it if you're Edmonton. And now you actually get a practice in on Monday. So team will fly back tonight from Florida. Practice on Monday, day off tomorrow. Practice Monday, game Tuesday. Probably a practice Thursday and Friday before the team flies to Seattle, take on the Kraken. I think we'll see some reinforcements probably by the game Saturday in Seattle. But a little, you know what? Edmonton's played a ton of road games. Got a chance here to ease, kind of back into it a bit. And they got to make the most of the home, but they'll take this all day.
All day. 6-3, the final. Oilers over the Panthers. Edmonton improves to 10-9-5. The Panthers drop to 11-9-1. Panthers were 8-2-1 at home coming into this one. So good, solid win for the Edmonton Oilers. Jack Roslovic, he scored twice for Edmonton. Matthias Ekholm, Vasily Podkolzin also scoring for Edmonton. Then a couple of empty net goals, Connor McDavid and Matt Savoy. 3 assists for Evan Bouchard in this game. A couple of assists on the empty netters by Matthias Ekholm. And the Oilers win it by a score of 6-3. The Florida goals, Lundell, Samaskevich, Reinhart, all scoring for Florida. And Stuart Skinner, solid in net, had 38 shots to deal with. He makes 35 saves. The Oilers get the win here in Florida, end off the road trip at 3-3-1. Our Rogers post-game show is coming up next.
Exclusive live interviews, expert analysis, and game highlights. This is the Rogers post-game show. Once again, here's Bob Stauffer on the Oilers Radio Network.
Bouchard side his own end, now to Draisaitl. They'll get the puck into Podkolzin down the left wing from the angle. Scores! Vasily Podkolzin, short side roofed it from a sharp angle, and it's 4-1 Oilers.
Well, there you go. And that chased Sergei Bobrovsky in this game, and that's the highlight zone for Century Casino all games, all season. Century Casino, 3 great locations, Edmonton, St. Albert, and next to the Edmonton International Airport at Century Mile. Welcome to the Winter Zone. This is the Rogers postgame show on the Oilers Radio Network.
From the first time on skates to wearing a special jersey passed down through generations, Sentinel Storage is here for you. Store your sports gear to create space for all life's adventures. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca. Proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
Every year, Janet hosts a dinner. Some of her friends have lost their partners. Some can't make the drive to see their families for the holidays. So they come to her. In 2021, Janet's home was one of many in Western BC that flooded. It looked like her dinner wasn't going to happen that year. Until the Canadian Red Cross helped get her back in her home in time to host. Help keep traditions like Janet's alive this holiday season. Donate at redcross.ca and have your donation triple matched.
From the first time on skates to wearing a special jersey passed down through generations, Sentinel Storage is here for you. Store your sports gear to create space for all life's adventures. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca. Proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
You're tuned in to the Rogers Postgame Show on the official voice of the Edmonton Oilers, 880 Chad, and on the Oilers Radio Network.
Tarasov goes to the bench for the extra attacker. It's now 6-on-5. That puck stolen. Here's McDavid. He's got the empty net. Scores! Connor McDavid gives the Oilers a 5-3 lead.
That's the Alberta Blue Cross Travel Insurance goal of the game. Health, dental, travel. We got the coverage you need. Visit ab.bluecross.ca. First regulation win for Edmonton in the month of November. That said, they are 10-9-5 through 24 games and have played 16 of 24 on the road. We bring aboard our Inside the Game analyst, Rob Brown. Rob, you had to like the battle level from the Oilers in the last 2 games of this trip.
Well, the last 2.5 games. I thought we saw that in, I think it was Washington, the one before that, where there was compete and urgency and desperation as they tried to mount a comeback in that hockey game. Not every game is going to be perfect, and there's going to be mistakes. No team plays perfect hockey. The part that was missing for the Oilers early in the year was just a lack of urgency in games, a lack of emotion, anger when things are going wrong. A lot of flat games. But we've seen in the last 2.5 games where the give-back meter has picked up.
You could have used a different word.
I could have.
You can say that word in Canadian radio, just so you know.
Probably, but we also have heard some other words tonight on the radio that we might want to. I thought I would clean it up a little bit.
You are all class.
But we saw this team tonight. It was a battle. And there were times where the Florida Panthers were the better team. But the desperation and urgency was still there for the Oilers. There was a physicality. There's nastiness at times. So yeah, I was thought after Washington and then after Tampa, there was baby steps. They were going in the right direction, and I think today was another example of that. Not perfect. Bobrovsky helped, but the Oilers, he was terrible. He was terrible in this game, yeah. And the opposite, the backup goalie came in and was outstanding.
Yeah, made some big saves.
But what you also saw is back-to-back quality starts by the Edmonton Oilers goaltending. Calvin Pickard was outstanding in the game the other night in Tampa, especially when the Oilers got tired in the final 30 minutes. And again tonight, the Oilers a good start to this game, but fatigue took over. A championship team in Florida started pushing, and they got big save after big save from Stuart Skinner. So there are some good signs coming out at the end of this road trip. They are not where they need to be yet, but they're getting there. They're getting closer. And as you said, they're going to have a week with practices, and they're going to get healthier. And then maybe we will see what this team will look like when they have their lineup as close to as it can be, considering they have not had a full lineup yet this season.
Rob, by the way, I'm going to read you something you're not going to believe.
Okay.
The Edmonton Oilers, Evan Bouchard, came into this game -5. Guess what he is after tonight?
I know, he's even. He and Ekholm, that pairing was +10 combined on the night with 6 points. With 6 points, too. They both had 3 points. Well, we knew that Bouchard and Ekholm were going to get better. We knew that. All of the players, the Oilers, were underachieving. It was obvious. This is a team that we saw 6 months ago. In 6 months, these players don't forget how to play hockey. It has taken them a while to get to their game. Bouchard, it's been a number of games in a row. He's had a long stretch here where he's back to really close to normal. He's playing the way you expect Evan Bouchard to play. And to me, that's huge. Your stars have to be stars, Evan Bouchard, Ekholm, very good tonight. And what you also like, you're winning hockey games without your superstars. I mean, Leon and Connor looked tired the last couple games of this trip, but Roslovic stood out. The Frederick line was very good. Savoy had a good game. But Colson, I mean, this is the difference between the NHL when I played in the NHL today. Nobody in the NHL when I played would have tried Colson shot. Guys in the NHL in the third and fourth lines can hit that spot nowadays. So to me, that was a great play by Colson, and that's hard work that has paid off for him in practice.
Rob, and I know he didn't play much, okay? Mm-hmm. I think he might have surprised the guys because, frankly, he looks like he's got some talent. But at the end of the game, it got a little bit nasty, and Clatterberg did what he needed to do. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it got nasty. He started it. He knows what he's doing. There wasn't a lot of time in this game for him to be noticed. It was a close hockey game. You don't want to go out when you have the lead, take a silly penalty. You want to show that you can play. And then at the end of the game, now I can be who I am. I can show another side of me. And yeah, that was good. I mean, get under the skin of the opposition. He knows who he is as a hockey player, and everybody was waiting for something from him. But what I loved about him is he understood the gamemanship. You can't do it at an inopportune time. But you got to find the right time, and he did.
But a 6-3 lead in the final minute, you don't let any cheap, happen to any of your guys, and he took care of business, and he was involved and got in the score sheet. Rob, great stuff. I'm looking forward to Tuesday against Dallas. What about you?
Oh, yes, they're one of the best teams in the National Hockey League. The Oilers are going to have a little bit more rest. We got Connor and Leon. They got Randon. He's one of the best in the world. They got Heiskanen on the back end. He's one of the best in the world.
They do not have Thomas Harley. He is out week to week.
And that hurts. That hurts Dallas, and hopefully he'll be back and healthy for Team Canada because he's that good.
He'll be back and healthy for Team Canada.
Dallas, to me, Dallas is one of the best teams in the league. I enjoy when the Oilers play against the best. More so than the other games. I love best on best. Dallas Stars are one of the best teams in the Western Conference and in the entire National Hockey League.
Rob, great stuff.
Sounds good, Bob.
The Smart Play of the Game is brought to you by Catelli Smart Pasta with all natural ingredients. It's a smart move for your next meal. Look for the all natural ingredients flag on the box the next time you shop. This is the Rogers Postgame Show on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Edmonton. Big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
During every Oilers game day, the Canadian Brewhouse is your hockey headquarters. Cheer on the blue and orange, surrounded by fans as passionate as you are, while sipping $1 off tankards of Molson Canadian and Coors Light. And that's not all. Every game day, you can enter to win Oilers home game tickets. So grab your crew, grab a seat, and make the Canadian Brewhouse your go-to spot this hockey season. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
Blue-collar work deserves big dollar perks. Get a heavy wallet with Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals. Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals is always growing. Right now, they're hiring heavy equipment technicians, EM servicemen, and maintenance supervisors. Apply if you're from here or across the country. Even if you're from the Rock, they want to talk. Visit heavymetalequipment.ca to find your new career. Get a heavy wallet with Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals, helping you move the earth.
Hey, Edmonton. Big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
This is the Rogers Postgame Show on the Oilers Radio Network.
Let's go to the Smart Play of the Game. Oh, wait, we did that already. Yes, we did. We gave it to Matthias Ekholm because he was stellar tonight. The Town Scoreboard is brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Montreal 5-2 victors over slumping Toronto. Philadelphia Flyers double up the New Jersey Devils 6-3. Devils have hit the skids after losing their main man, Jack Hughes. The Seattle Kraken keep finding ways to win games. Brandon Montour with the GWG in OT. They beat Pittsburgh by a score of 3-2. Tampa Bay 5-3 over the Washington Capitals, despite being outshot 33-16. Senators beat the Sharks by a score of 3-2. Later tonight, Vegas and Anaheim. Matinees today saw Detroit 4-3 overtime winners over the Blue Jackets. The Blues beat the Islanders by a score of 2-1. Rangers and Mammoth are tied 1-1 after one. They're in the third. Colorado up 1-0 over Nashville. Later tonight, Dallas in Calgary. And Dallas is in Edmonton on Tuesday night. Meanwhile, Edmonton Oil Kings tied at 2 after one in Prince George tonight. Bakersfield Condors tonight host Ontario. Isaac Howard, by the way, with 8 points in a span of, 6 points in a span of 3 games. This is the Rogers postgame show on the Oilers Radio Network.
Rogers is Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network, so you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even watch Stu steal the show while you're in Sedalia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, this is our game.
At Brent, our job description is whatever you need to succeed. Expert support, parts when you need them, and financing that fits on the compact construction machines you want. Equipment, expertise, value, delivered right to your door. We do it right at your site. Call your Brent dealer to book your demo today.
Let's go to the Molson Cup 3 Stars, presented by Molson, the official beer of the Edmonton Oilers. Whether it's Canadian, Ultra, Export, or Excel, there's a Molson with your name on it. You must be of legal drinking age. Third star tonight, 3 assists plus 5, Evan Bouchard. Second star tonight, a goal and 2 assists plus 5, Matthias Ekholm. 2 goals now with a total. Jack Roslovic tonight, 9 goals, 17 points in just 22 games. It's been a good ad by Edmonton Oilers general manager Stan Bowman. The Rogers postgame show is heard following each of our NHL broadcasts. Oilers return to action Tuesday night in Edmonton against they play a game in Edmonton? Yes, just the 9th home game of the year. 16 on the road. Wrapped up tonight, a 7-game homestand. For my play-by-play partners this season, Cam Moon, along with Jack Michaels, Rob Brown, Brendan Escott, Aidan Gannam, studio producers, Eamon Hashem tonight, Kellen Kennedy, and our longtime engineer here in Florida, Santiago Rodriguez. Bob Stauffer saying so long, everybody, from Amerant Bank Arena. The Oilers go 3-3-1 in the trip. They double up the Panthers 6-3.
The Rogers postgame show is heard following each of our NHL broadcasts. Portions of this exclusive broadcast are brought to you by Ford, official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Ready, set, Ford. Molson, official beer of the Edmonton Oilers. Whether it's Canadian, Ultra, Export, or Excel, there's a Molson with your name on it. Must be legal drinking age. And Rogers, this is
a late scratch Aaron Ekblad. So actually the Panthers just have 11 from that game. Bouchard able to hold the puck in, a drive, and that squeezes through Bobrovsky. Jack Roslovic, a stunning goal, 25 seconds into the game, an absolute muffin, and Bobrovsky let it slither past him. 1-0 Oilers.
Yeah, the little seeing eye puck. Little stumble by Seth Jones as he goes back for the puck. He falls, allows Savoy to get on the puck. And it's Roslovic that knows that Savoy's heading towards
the two-time defending Stanley Cup champion, Florida Panthers. 8-2-1 this year on home ice. They've been tough. And the Oilers finishing up a 7-game, 12-day road trip. Will they have enough in the tank? Wrap around in front. And it's eventually poked home, 1 down. Skinner felt like his pad was shoved across the line. But for now, the game is tied at 1.
Around it, throws it back across the green in the blue paint. Watch this. And once he does, now what Stuart Skinner doesn't like is the fact that this right here, he gets shoved, but
hard-charging Matt Savoy, defended by Balenskis. Tied at 1. Lundell from Samoskevich at 6:30. Here's Bouchard, wide open. Roslovic scores again, beating Bobrovsky inside the right post, and what a response from Edmonton Just 36 seconds after Lundell had tied it. Roslovic's second of the first period.
The manufacturer offensive goal since coming to the Edmonton Oilers and signing. And here's just the forecheck again. It's Darnell Nurse, the defenseman, that gets all the way down in there. Great fake here by Evan Bouchard.
Sent in deep. Savoy. Shot deflected wide. Got it back. Savoy pushed it out. Nurse. He'll dish off. Get it back. One-timer, redirected. Ekholm shoots and scores. And Edmonton grabs a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, this has a lot to do with Matt Savoy here on the entry. Speed on the entry, but also making plays. Ekholm that comes down from the point on the blast by Darnell Nurse. He finds it in the slot.
Laid high off the short glass. That was flirting with disaster from Gregor, but it stays on the surface. And here's Podkolzin from Draisaitl. Shoots and scores over the right shoulder of Sergei Bobrovsky, and it's 4-1 Edmonton. Another bad angle goal, and that's going to do it for Sergei Bobrovsky. Daniil Tarasev is coming into this game.
For this one, he just catches Bobrovsky not ready for this shot. Look how early he was down. There wasn't a lot of space.
Samiskevich trying for one last look here, 5-on-4. Shot redirected wide of Skinner. And that will do it for the Florida power play. One-timer score. Samiskevich with Tomacic just coming out of the box. Technically an even strength goal. And the Panthers are back in the game at 4-2.
In this game, looks like he's going to wrist it towards the net. Little snap pass right over.
Re-enters the zone, still a minute on the penalty to Kulak. Here's Lundell. Shot, save, Skinner, rebound, score! Reinhart. Power play goal. The Panthers have trimmed Edmonton's lead to 4-3.
Incredible goal scorer in this league. That gives him one more than Leon Draisaitl since 23-24.
So we go inside, 3 minutes to play. At center, he'll fire it in deep. Verhaeghe going to the bench is Tarasov. Paul Maurice wasting no time. The net is empty, and Connor McDavid's going to score.
Pumping the Pistons. Good job here in the wall. Hard play on the wall. One good steal by McDavid. Strong stick. Empty net. Instead of trying to fire it from distance, he just getting.
Shot in by Samiskevich. Draisaitl to Ekholm. He'll fire. Ahead. One touch over to Savoy. Out wide. Shoots and scores. And that'll do it.
The open net. Good job to swing in, pick it up with the one hand on the backhand side, and just the hard-fought games, the close games they've had, 10 games that have gone to overtime and shootout. And they're going to get their first regulation win in a long time.
6-3 Edmonton. That's your final from Amerant Bank Arena. That went off Marchand's stick and almost trickled home. Marchand on and shot in by Samiskevich. Draisaitl to Ekholm. He'll fire. Ahead. One touch over to Savoy. Out wide. Shoots and scores. And that'll do it. A good look from Janmark, and Savoy will end the competitive phase of this one.
Early on the score sheet, but he has been active and noticeable, and he gets this puck here. Nice little move with speed, and just buries it into the open net. Good job to swing in, pick it up with the one hand on the backhand side, and just get a little distance separated from Bennett.
So we go inside, 3 minutes to play. At center, he'll fire it in deep. Verhaeghe going to the bench is Tarasov. Paul Maurice wasting no time. The net is empty, and Connor McDavid's going to score.
Pumping the Pistons. Good job here in the wall. Hard play on the wall. One good steal by McDavid. Strong stick. Empty net. Instead of trying to fire it from distance, he just gets skating and makes sure that it gets into the net. It's always tough trying to pick that time to get your goaltender to the bench, and this time it.
short glass. That was flirting with disaster from Gregor, but it stays on the surface. And here's Podkolzin from Draisaitl. Shoots and scores over the right shoulder of Sergei Bobrovsky, and it's 4-1 Edmonton. Another bad angle goal, and that's going to do it for Sergei Bobrovsky. Daniil Tarasev is coming into this game.
The shot I don't think he would have taken last year. He looked to defer. He was looking to pass a lot of the times. You're seeing him start to bring pucks to the net a little more often this year, and he gets rewarded for this one. He just catches Bobrovsky not ready for this shot. Look how early he was down. There wasn't a lot of space off the helmet and in. There's not a whole lot that Bobrovsky can do on.
Sent in deep. Savoy. Shot deflected wide. Got it back. Savoy pushed it out. Nurse. He'll dish off. Get it back. One-timer. Redirected. Ekholm shoots and scores. And Edmonton grabs a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, this has a lot to do with Matt Savoy here on the entry. Speed on the entry, but also making plays. Good play by Tomasic to keep this alive right here. Second effort, gets a skate bounce right to Savoy again. And then this one here, trying to make a play. Good little pass by Henrique back to him, and he shovels this back to the point. This is keeping the play alive over and over. That gives you more time in the zone. Eventually, it's Ekholm that comes down from the point on the blast by Darnell Nurse. He finds it in the slot.
Hard-charging Matt Savoy, defended by Balenskis. Tied at 1. Lundell from Samoskevich at 6:30. Here's Bouchard, wide open. Roslovic scores again, beating Bobrovsky inside the right post, and what a response from Edmonton. Just 36 seconds after Lundell had tied it. Roslovic second of the first period. Closed it out with a 5-1 win. A late scratch Aaron Ekblad. So actually the Panthers just have 11 from that game. Bouchard able to hold the puck in. A drive, and that squeezes through Bobrovsky. Jack Roslovic, a stunning goal. 25 seconds into the game, an absolute muffin, and Bobrovsky let it slither past him. 1-0 Oilers.
Little stumble by Seth Jones as he goes back for the puck. He falls, allows Savoy to get on the puck. And it's Roslovic that knows that Savoy's heading towards the net, just spins, shoots. It's that keep in by Bouchard that makes this play happen. And I think for Bobrovsky, he probably felt this puck was going to be tipped by Savoy as it went by him. It didn't, and the goal.
Connor Clattenburg is set for his